Like a beacon on a hilltop, Glenpool breezes furrow the black and gold. It's the final road trip of 2025 for McAlester basketball, and we again play a new district opponent, except this time there is a little more familiarity. These teams have played each other plenty over the years in tournaments and in sports other than basketball, but tonight's games matter where you'll end up come playoff time. Can the Lady Buffaloes avenge a loss from a week ago? Can the boys double down on their big win over the Warriors from a year ago? We're about to find out. Hello and welcome to the Glenpool Sports Arena in Glenpool, Oklahoma from the bleachers here tonight. So if you have a little bit of a shaking of your camera, and I know you really can't see the scoreboard all that well, but again, we're going to do our best to save the time and score as much as possible with the setup that we have today. I'm your voice of the Buffaloes, Brandon Green, alongside Nate Brown, and you're tuned in to the Lady Buffalo pregame show here on KNED, 1150 AM, 98.3 FM on the KNED app, as well as at McAllisterRadio.com on the KNED tab. Video streaming on the McAlester Radio YouTube channel. Tonight we have the Glenpool Lady Warriors and your McAlester Lady Buffaloes partner new location for us to broadcast in. What do you think about our setup, the atmosphere, and the games we have in front of us tonight?
Well, I'll say it's not the first time we've had to broadcast from the stands. We did that against Collinsville. What was that, maybe 3-4 years ago?
That was the last game before COVID for basketball. It was the last game of that season in 2020. And I've called a game from the Eufaula stands before. But, so it's not very often that we get to do it. Shakota, I did it over there as well. But and this is probably the fourth location I've called from the stands now. Yeah,
it's a really kind of inviting atmosphere. It's one of those, like, it looks like an older gym. So it makes it feel a little bit more homey. And it feels pretty nice in here.
And as for the games we have coming up tonight, what are you expecting?
It's going to be a couple really good games. We saw this Glenpool team earlier, like I think it was just last week. Was that last week?
A week ago today, yes.
It does not feel like that was a week ago. But, yeah, we saw this Glenpool Lady Warriors team last week, and just plain and simple, one of the best teams in 5A. I'm expecting to see a lot from them, and I'm expecting to see a lot from our boys in the boys' game later on tonight.
Yeah, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes have a chance now to see a little bit of film on the Glenpool Lady Warriors. Have played them in scrimmages, now in an actual game here. They know what they needed to work on, and we'll see if that translates to more success tonight, especially coming off of their second win of the year and their first win in district play. McAlester trailed going into halftime, but took the early lead in the third quarter and didn't let go of it, on their way to a 51-44 win over East Central for their first win in the district season. McAlester shot 46% to East Central's 24%, but East Central's 20 offensive rebounds to McAllister's 8 and 24 McAlester turnovers to 12 for East Central led to 29 more shot attempts, giving East Central a chance. However, the Lady Buffaloes persevered despite their two top players fouling out in the final 2 minutes. Those top players, Cambry Zoomer had 19 points on 29% shooting, was big at the free throw line, hitting 9 free throws. Rylan Lesnow had 15 points on 6 of 7 shooting. Also 8 rebounds in that game as well. For Taylor Williams, we were talking about this a minute ago. I don't know if she's going to be in your players to watch, Nate, but I do know one thing. McAlester sometimes, over the last year and a half, they've gone as far as Taylor's gone. And it's not, she may not be leading the team in any stat but field goal percentage, but if she's playing well, it usually means McAllister's winning the game. So she had 8 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 6 rebounds and 2 steals. Mila Cole, 6 points, but 13 rebounds. She continues to lead the team in boards. She has 8.2 rebounds per game.
That's a great average, especially for a freshman.
Absolutely. So now looking over at the Glenpool Lady Warriors, again, we did play them a week ago. They are now 8-2 on the season, led by head coach Bobby Belville. Again, they beat McAlester big time back on Thursday, 65-19. McAlester was outscored in quarters 2 and 4, 37-2 when you put those two together, while not scoring in the fourth quarter after it was a 16-10 game after the first. Glenpool was 43% from the field to McAllister's 18 and had 5 made threes, while the Lady Buffaloes went 0 of 9 from downtown. McAlester won the rebound battle 30-28, but gave up 26 turnovers compared to just 5 for the Glenpool Lady Warriors. After that win over McAlester, Glenpool went on to finish third in the Sequoia Invitational. They lost to Sepulpa. We all know how good Sepulpa is. Lost to Sepulpa 58-57. 1 point loss sent them to the third place game, where they beat down Ada. 59-23 was the final score, and they did not let up when it came to scoring. They beat Pryor in district action 70-26 earlier this week. Speaking of the 5A4 district standings, Durant is actually right now at number 1 because they have more district wins than Glenpool. They're 5-0 plus 22, but Glenpool is 4-0 plus 50 even right there. Claremore's at third at 2-1 plus 15. Memorial 2-1 at an even 0. McAlester fifth at 1-2 minus 12. Pryor sixth at 0-2 minus 8. McAlester plays Pryor tomorrow. Tahlequah 7th at 0-3 minus 17. And East Central 8th at 0-4 minus 35. So let's go ahead now. Let's look at the McAlester Lady Buffaloes and their players to watch, Nate, as we are about 6.5 minutes until game time here.
First up, I've got Cambry Zoomer. She had a good day on Tuesday, scoring 19 points and making a big-time defensive impact against the Lady Cardinals, putting pressure on the ball every time it was brought up the court. Next up, Rylan Lesnow. She had 15 points on a very efficient 6 of 7 from the field. We'll need her to stay out of foul trouble in tonight's game against the tough Lady Warriors team. And Mila Cole is my final player to watch tonight. She had a team-high 13 rebounds and is leading the team as a freshman with 8.2 rebounds per game. We'll need to see her to assert her dominance, assert her presence down low in the post against Glenpool. And moving on to the keys to the game. First up, you got to find the open spaces in this defense. Glenpool did give you some looks early in that first matchup between these two teams. Find those open shots and take advantage of those opportunities. Second, you got to hang on to the ball. In the Sequoia Invitational, the Lady Warriors forced McAlester into 26 turnovers, including 18 steals by Glenpool. You've got to figure out how to beat that press from McAlester. And finally, you got to continue rebounding the ball as well as you have been. McAlester did win the rebounding battle against Glenpool in Tahlequah, 30-28. When Glenpool gives you second chances, make them pay for it, and you could have a chance at an upset tonight against the number 2 team in 5A4.
Yep, and I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown, who just gave you those players to watch and keys to the game. This game and all season long is brought to you by Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. Make sure that you go, if you have a service that needs to be serviced by those sponsors, make sure you go see them. And if you don't, still call them up and say thank you for sponsoring McAlester Radio's coverage of McAlester basketball. There's a lot of people that depend on us to be able to go cover these games, and because of them, we're able to do so. And we thank you guys for your continued support. Okay, so about 4.5 minutes until our national anthem, our starting lineups are announced, and tip-off will happen. So a little bit later on tonight, but not too shabby whatsoever here in Tulsa County. We will take a break, and when we come back in about 4 minutes, again, those those starting lineups and tip-off here in Glenpool on KNED.
At Vickers Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vickers Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014448.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same-day or next-day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Welcome back to the Glenpool Sports Arena. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. We're about to have the second to last game of 2025 for us, and the last road game of 2025 as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes are back at home tomorrow against Pryor, and that will be the first matchup between those two teams of the season. For this one against Glenpool, we saw them a week ago in non-district play. Now this one is to see where we're going to be come playoff time. But we're about to have our national anthem, so let's send things down to the floor here for the singing of it.
Class of 2024 GHS grad, Leslie Holloway. Leslie is a current choir member at the University of Tulsa, where she is studying music education. Evie was recently selected as a member of the OSSAA All-State Treble Choir. Leslie and Evie Holloway.
Bart, are you ready?
Let's basketball, Betty.
All right, let's look at our starting lineups, beginning with the visiting team, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes, 2-4 on the season, 1-2 in district play. Right now ranked 5th in 5A4, led by second-year head coach Courtney Bashirs, 10-17 at the helm. 1 through 5 looks like this. Leading it off, the junior number 1 guard, Cambry Zoomer. Junior number 5 forward, Rylan Lesnow. Sophomore guard, number 15, Katie Ivy. Junior forward, number 21, Taylor Williams. And freshman forward, number 23, Mila Cole. For those on radio, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes wearing their road black-on-black jerseys with the gold numerals on the front and back and gold McAlester across the front. As for the Glenpool Lady Warriors, this is what it looks like at 1 through 5 for them. Number 1, Emma Pringle, the 5'3" freshman guard. Number 2, Avery Allen, the 5'7" freshman guard. Number 3, Yaya Gibson Weedquint, completely dark in here. Thank you, sir. Yaya Gibson, the 5'4" junior guard. Number 22, Faith Rogers, the 6'tall senior forward. And number 23, Tyra McKinney, the 6'tall senior forward. And for those on the video stream, again, Nick went completely dark, I'm sure, on you. Nate, you're all good. I'm good here. Again, the Lady Warriors, led by Bobby Belville, 8-2 on the year, and right now second in 5A4. Even though they have the highest points differential at plus 50, they are one win less than Durant. They're 4-0 in district play, Durant 5-0. So as they're announcing the starting lineups here in the background, Nate, your final thoughts before we get started.
Well, we talked about the environment just a little bit earlier. That was impressive.
That made it a little bit more cool.
But, yeah, it should be a great game here. I'm excited to see it.
All right, let's look at our tip-off sponsor, brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. 918-426-6571. Again, a rematch of last week's game a week from today. A week ago today, they were in the Sequoia Invitational, where McAlester lost big, 65-19. This is a chance to avenge that loss and have more success tonight in hostile territory. Inside the circle, it's McKinney against Lesnow. Ball's in the air. Tip is won easily by Glenpool. And it's basketball time here in the Heartland in the final road game of 2025. But the good news is basketball goes into 2026. There's a pass that's batted to the short corner near side. Now trying to split the defenders in a high layup. Impressive shot made by Yaya Gibson. And it is 2-0 early for the Glenpool Lady Warriors, and they want to press. Again, McAlester struggled against the press against Glenpool a week ago. They had 26 turnovers, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes did. And here's an early foul on Tyra McKinney.
That'll be her first, team first, about 25 seconds into this game.
Again, also what makes Glenpool so good is that they have a couple of 6-foot-tall senior forwards.
Got to get someone else over here.
As Ivy inbounds to Lesnow and gives it back to Ivy in the front court. And they have the Glenpool script that goes from one top of the key to the other. Again, we're on the left side of the half-court line. Overhead dart to Lesnow between the circles. Pass to the left side over to Zoomer. Zoomer looking at a man-to-man defense. They're facing Avery Allen, nearly knocks the pass loose. It is that's Zoomer that's able to get it back. She goes up with a driving layup and scores, and McAlester ties the game 2-2. Again, the first quarter didn't kill McAlester against Glenpool a week ago. It was the second and fourth quarters. Here it's Allen with the left wing three that falls. And if there's anything that I remember from Glenpool from a week ago, one, the turnovers, as we mentioned. Two, Avery Allen can shoot the lights out of the gym.
Yeah, and they've got more than just her that can shoot the ball. It is kind of crazy.
Get a wild layup by Lesnow's attempted as she got past one of those forwards, but could not finish high off the glass, too strong off the glass. Near corner, Allen left open for three. This one's up and good again. Back-to-back threes, and it gives Glenpool an early 8-2 lead. 6:37 left in the first quarter. Ivy in the backcourt double team. Tries to pass it. She kind of got bumped a little bit. It's taken by McKinney. McKinney can't make the shot. It is loose by Zoomer. Zoomer's got the rebound.
That was Glenpool's first miss.
Down inside, Williams tries to get back to Zoomer, and Zoomer was hoping that Williams was going to go up with that shot. Now one-on-one to the other side. Allen gets past Ivy. Wild shot, missed shot. Ivy, good transition defense, gets the rebound as well. Ivy down the far sideline, 6:10 left in the first. Still in the backcourt, got to get across that court line, guarded by Allen. A rifle of a right-handed pass misses Mila Cole. Taylor Williams is able to keep her hands in on it, and because of a tie ball, McAlester will keep the ball along the baseline. 6:02 left in the first. Glenpool leading 8-2 behind two made threes by Avery Allen. She's taking the only 2-3 attempts. Again, the Lady Warriors have only missed, two shots?
Yes, that is just their second missed. They are 3 of 5.
Ivy inbounds, finds Williams off balance. Two goes from the right block. Impressive, 8-4 the score. Pass inside. McAlester slow getting back and having to take it out beyond the perimeter. Springle gives it to Allen, left wing threes. Air ball, too much rainbow on that. And it's loose in the paint, taken by Zoomer. Zoomer has the speed to be able to make this 2 points here. Zoomer gets to the mid-range area, off balance two. Thought she was going to get fouled, so she kind of threw up a more wild shot. It's missed, rebounded. Now in the clear, McKinney going the other way. Easy layup is good, and it's 10-4. McAlester slow to get back. That's one thing you can't do against Glenpool. They'll make you pay. 6-point McAlester deficit as Ivy takes it into the front court. Now it gives it into the corner to Lesnow. Lesnow passes high post to Cole. Right elbows the area that she's in. She drives left side. Contested two. What a shot, Mila Cole. Left-handed high off the glass to the bottom of the bucket. And now McAlester trying to match Glenpool. It's down to a 10-6 game. Left wing Pringle bounce passes into McKinney. McKinney back outside. Near corner 3 by Rogers is missed. Mila Cole is over the back of a Lady Warrior. No foul called, but an offensive rebound and a good box out by Pringle. That could have easily been a foul there on Cole.
Yes.
Swing out left side, under 5 minutes left in the first, and a 4-point McAlester deficit. Pass baseline to McKinney. Cross-court pass angle right to Pringle. Pringle gives it back straight away. Allen quick swing to the left side. Back to the baseline. McKinney feeds inside. Allen for 2. Late whistle. Correct call. 2 free throws coming up.
Foul's going to be on Katie Ivy, her team first here in the first quarter.
It's a lot of firsts there.
It was a lot of firsts.
First free throws here for Avery Allen.
And Glenpool looking like they're bringing a few subs in after this first free throw attempt.
Allen's first one is good. It's 11-6.
And one of them will check in for the shooter.
And that is Allen. Into the game was Cheyenne Hooks, and I didn't catch the other one. Second free throw is short. Offensive rebound. McKinney loses the ball. Still lost it. Ivy's all over the place. Ivy's got the steal. Ivy double teamed in the backcourt. Gave it right back up into the newly inserted Hooks. Layup on the other side is good. And it's 13-6. Ivy with the tough steal there. But again, it led to a turnover and more points. And here's McKinney that picks up her second foul after a pass made its way across the half-court line to Rylan Lesnow, who took it in stride. So she picks up an early second foul with 4:23 left in the first. That could be something later on if McAlester can keep this game close.
Yes. But she is staying in the game so far.
Ivy inbounds, finds Zoomer, gives back to Ivy on the handoff in the front court. Wild bounce pass, somehow finds Taylor Williams, worked out, back outside to Ivy. Ivy lobs, great pass for Mila Cole. Can't make the shot off the left block because she was hacked in the act. Free throws coming up here for the freshman.
Foul's going to be on number 12. That'll be her first, team third.
Cameron Shedd, who checked in. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big Feed Feed Center. For your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Cole's first free throw is good after a Buffalo bounce. It's 13-7.
Sorry, go ahead.
Back into the game, Faith Rogers for McKinney, who got into foul trouble there.
That is Cole's first free throw today. She's got 3 points.
48% free throw shooter. She was 2 of 4 from the line against East Central on Tuesday. Her second free throw is good. Nothing but net. She was going to get her own rebound, but a little more faith there, Cole. Nothing but net. 13-8. 4:10 left in the first. Pass near corner. Now to the baseline to Rogers. Rogers throws it straight to Ivy, who cut off the passing lane. Ivy now taking it to the other side. A pass that's dangerous for Lesnow. Finds its way to Zoomer after the ricochet. She sets up left wing 3. Back irons. High bounce. Race for the ball. It's grabbed by the Lady Warriors baseline, and they'll take it the other way. 13-8. McAlester down by 5. Far corner. Pass left side. Cross court. Back to the right wing. Over to Hooks. Hooks looks inside. Starts a left-handed dribble. She's left alone for 3 if she wants it. Cross court to the far corner. Pump and pass. And a long left wing 3 is drilled from a different zip code. Yaya Gibson makes it 16-8.
That one was from Owasso.
What, a 24-foot three-pointer there?
Yeah.
That would have been good over in your favorite college team's court, as here's a foul as Lesnow split the defenders around the half-court line. Speaking of Lesnow, we got to check in here as Rylan has Nathan and Casey checking in saying, let's go Lady Buffs, and let's go Rylan says no foul. Well, so far, she's doing a good job with that.
Yeah.
4 fouls on Glenpool, 1 on McAlester, 1 more will put the Lady Buffaloes into the bonus. They're down 16-8, 3:19 left in the first. Zoomer has an angle left, looking backdoor pass. It's cut off by Williams. Williams in the paint, turnaround hook shot, bounces in twice. Hit off the backboard, off the iron, backboard again and in. And it's 16-10. I don't even know how she got that shot off. Heavily contested from 8 feet out. 3:03 left in the first. Made your jaw drop.
Absolutely.
16-10. Baseline, cross-court, Hooks, finds it over to Gibson. Gibson, another one long? Yes, sir! Wow! 19-10. She's taking these from South Tulsa, maybe 71st Street there. 19-10's the score.
And she's already got 8 points here in the first quarter.
And all I can think of is, man, it's Alma all over again.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that in a moment as Ivy tries to find it to Lesnow. The ball came loose as Lesnow also hit the deck, stolen by Glenpool again. Right wing, Hooks splits the defenders. Layup is rolled off. Ball's on the deck, taken back by the Lady Warriors. Short corner to that far side. Now driving in. Wild hook shot is no good either. And now Williams has it low post. Glenpool tries to rip it loose. We'll have a tie ball. That means Glenpool has the ball. as they own the possession arrow. But no, against Alma, we saw 13 three-pointers fall and 10 in the first half.
That was one of the wildest scenes I've seen.
And here's a baseline, too, that barely touched the net as it went right down the chute by Faith Rogers, and quickly it's to a 21-10 game. Coach Bashirs wants a timeout, 2:11 left in the first. But again, that Alma game, they were taking them from about 24, 25 feet out. So I hate to see that again, but Glenpool fans are loving it. We'll take a quick 30-second break and be back on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
It's been the three ball and some turnovers that are hurting McAlester so far tonight. 21-10 is the score, 11-point Glenpool lead as we have a foul along the far sideline, meaning free throws for McAlester for the remainder of the period. That is team foul number 5 on Glenpool to 1 on McAlester. It's a 21-10 Glenpool lead, 2:08 left in the first.
That's the second foul, number 5 for Glenpool.
And she came in off the bench. That's Mesky Proctor. So now Katie Ivy at the free throw line, 2 of 3 from the line this year. She was 1 of 1 against East Central on Tuesday. Her first free throw is good, and it's 21-11. Ivy already with a couple of steals so far tonight, too. She's creeping up on a tie of the team lead for steals. Her second free throw is good as well. So makes the most out of the trip, brings it back to a single-digit deficit, 21-12. But what was Glenpool from three-point land so far tonight?
They are 4 of 6.
Because, of course. You have to guard Gibson, though. She's over there in that far corner. She's got unlimited range that she showed off so far tonight. Now, Ivy goes out to close the distance a little bit more as she's making her way towards. There's really not much of a circle tonight, but as she's over there by the circle, I'm still like, hey, get it up a little bit closer. High post. Back outside. Gibson again left open. Right wing three. That one's short. Heat check there for Gibson as it goes out in that near corner, and it'll be McAlester basketball. And that one, she had her foot up by the line.
Yeah.
I think she might prefer the deep threes. 21-12, 1:34 left in the first. Inbound to Williams. Williams looks around, can't find anyone. Tries to hand it off to Zoomer and does. Zoomer in the backcourt, a full court man-to-man defense. Now the far sideline, Zoomer gets past defenders. To the baseline she goes, throws it, tipped into the sideline, grabbed by Les. Now she has to try to throw it to Ivy, and it's intercepted as she tried keeping it from going out of bounds along that baseline. Zoomer comes from behind and nearly steals the ball from Proctor. A quick swing of the ball gets it to the left wing. No look pass far corner. On the drive, I believe that's Hooks. That's a runner from inside the paint that's missed. Les now clears it. 1 minute left in the first and a 9-point McAlester disadvantage.
And that was the 5th steal for Glenpool here in the first quarter.
Ivy off a screen, finds its way to Cole. Cole blew the layup, had it open, just missed it. I think she might have been expecting some closing Lady Warriors there. After Glenpool has the board, they try to push it, and a foul down inside by Ivy. That's team foul number 2.
That'll be her second.
The good news, only 2 fouls on McAlester. Bad news, both of them are on one player. So Ivy checks out, coming into the game, number 20. That is Parker Cochran.
Thank you.
Again, she's been wearing number 3, but jerseys came in, now she gets to wear number 20. Inbound, Faith Rogers can't make that shot from about 6 feet out. We'll have a tie ball here as Taylor Williams was able to grab it, and McAlester owns this possession arrow. So we'll get the ball back. Williams averaging 3.2 rebounds per game, coming off of a 6-board night on Tuesday back at the MAC. Les now, quarterback pass, trying to find its way to Zoomer. Zoomer has to track it down and does so in the corner. Now she waits for her offense, 38 seconds. That kind of spun wrong out of Lesnow's hand, but still Zoomer said, I got you back. Straight away, pass to Lesnow. She's open. Does not take the 3, looks for an open lady inside the perimeter. She starts to dribble around the arc. Between the circles she goes, now backs it on up to the first O in Glenpool. Now dribbling right, creates separation, that's an offensive foul. Both officials blew their whistle at the same time, we're going to call that. Anytime you extend that elbow, you're going to get called for the offensive foul. And that's Lesnow's first.
Yes.
Team foul number 3, 15 seconds left in the first. Gibson shovel pass, angle right to Proctor. Proctor gives it back top to Keita Hooks. Lob, far corner, off a screen. Open corner three is short. Rebounded by Lesnow. 4 seconds. Could have a half-court shot at the buzzer here if you want it. 2 seconds, 1 second. And there'll just be a pass to Williams. And that will end the first quarter. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes again in it just like they were after 1 quarter of play a week ago. Second quarter is where you make your living. Can McAlester stay in it to halftime? 21-12 is the score. You're listening to Lady Buff Basketball on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top-tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety.
Welcome back to the Glenpool Sports Arena. We're beginning the second quarter of play where the McAlester Lady Buffaloes are down to Glenpool, one of the top teams in the state, 21-12. Again, McAlester was down 16-10 after 1 quarter of play a week ago against this team, but quarters 2 and 4 where things went wrong. McAlester played all reserves in the fourth quarter, by the way, but still, we'll give you an interesting stat when we have a little bit of a break here. We kind of do as Glenpool has the ball and backs it on up in the front court. McAlester was outscored in quarters 2 and 4. As here's a long Gibson three that'll miss, short. On the deck, Mila Cole's got the ball in a tie ball. That means McAlester basketball as they had the possession arrow. But the Lady Buffaloes were outscored in quarters 2 and 4 combined, 37-2. So again, this is where I was mentioning right before we went to break. McAlester, if they're going to have a chance at winning this game, the second quarter, needless to say, has to be a lot better than last week's second quarter was. Lesnow breaking a press by herself. Drives, offensive foul. That was easy. 2 offensive fouls on Lesnow. That was an easy one. She had her feet planted as soon as she crossed the half-court line, and then Lesnow also lowered the shoulder, and that led to the turnover.
And Brandon, I've got a bit of an interesting stat here. Glenpool's gotten 19 shots, McAlester 8.
And Taylor Williams picks up a quick second foul for McAlester in the second quarter. That's her first, 7-11, not the gas station left in the first half. Hooks will inbound, front court, Gibson. Back over to Hooks, angle right. Cross-court pass into the corner on a rainbow pass. It finds the intended target of Emma Pringle. Pringle to Gibson. Gibson, entry dribble. A free throw line runner is blocked by Lesnow. Recovered back beyond the perimeter. Now stepping in for a long 19-foot jumper that's going to be missed. Nearly went over the backboard by Pringle. McAlester moving the other way. I believe that was Lesnow with the board.
Yes, it was.
Pass near corner. I looked down on my sheet for just 1 second and I forget. Cole.
That was a travel.
Cole grabbed the ball, took 2 steps first, and then began her dribble. McAllister's doing a good job against the Glenpool pressure. Right now, their turnovers seem to be self-inflicted.
Right, that's been 3 unforced turnovers for McAlester, but 5 steals for Glenpool so far.
See, that's goes to show what I know, but McAlester picks up an early third foul here without even 2 minutes going by here in the second quarter.
Fouls on Cambry Zoomer, her first, again, team third here in the second quarter.
Haven't had any points scored by either team so far. Quick far corner 3 off the inbound is missed. Offensive board by Rogers. Back out. Long short corner 2 is missed by Hooks. Zoomer's got the rebound low post. She's trying to get away from a Lady Warrior, but this time a foul is called. And it should be on number 5, Mesky Proctor. No, it's not Proctor. That's number 3, Yaya Gibson. That's her first. Again, Glenpool wants to press. McAlester can't beat it. As it rolls, it should be McAlester ball. Luckily, that one wasn't stolen. If that ball got to Lesnow, Cole was streaking open for an easy 2.
Looks like McKinney's checking back in for Glenpool.
Cochran into the game. Inbound backcourt to Zoomer. Zoomer takes it across with the left hand. Accelerates, stops short corner, and an offensive foul called. This is on Lesnow. All 3 of her fouls that she's had in the first half have been offensive, and that's what, like a Rascal Flatts song, hurts the most.
Man, you are killing me with these song references.
Well, I am a DJ outside of a sport, not like a Wicca Wicca DJ. I'm talking about like a radio DJ.
Subtle plug.
Subtle plug, 10 to 2, K101. Catch me Monday through Friday. Low post, McKinney goes up for 2. Nice move, misses the shot though. Cole flies in for the rebound. We still have not had any points here in the first half, and we have a travel in the backcourt. Gives the ball back to Glenpool. McAlester not doing themselves any favors, but they're playing solid defense still to make up for the turnovers and the missed shots.
McAlester still shooting 50% from the field, but they haven't gotten a shot off here in the second quarter.
Pass near corner again. Allen can shoot. Lobs it down low, back outside. Straightaway 3 by Gibson. After making her first 2, she's gone cold. Rebounded by Cochran. Cochran feeds across the paint to Ivy. She's double-teamed in the backcourt. Now throws it to Zoomer. Zoomer takes it down the near sideline. She double-teamed in the corner. Coach Bashirs wants a timeout. Don't think she's going to get it. I think she's lucky that she didn't get it because here's a foul instead. Avery Allen. I don't know if she was wanting a foul or she was calling for help. Either way, it ended up working out for McAlester.
Foul was on number 2, Avery Allen, her first.
Zoomer's currently got the ball. Stops, backpedals, takes a quick trigger 3. Near corner, won't go, too short. Rebounded by McKinney. Again, McAlester, how many three-pointers have they taken so far that they've missed? Because we haven't made one yet.
0 for 2.
So McAlester is 0 for 11 from 3 against Glenpool so far this season in 2 games. Here's her sort of a reverse layup there by Cheyenne Hooks, and there's our first 2 points of the second quarter by either team. Ivy will inbound. There's the whistle. Finds Williams. Williams feeds back to Ivy. Ivy in the backcourt, one-on-one with her defender. Now double-teamed as she gets across the half-court line. Tries to throw to Zoomer and is fouled. One thing, and again, I'm not saying anything else, but one thing I'm glad to see is that we saw a lot of this contact in Sequoia last week, too. Didn't see as much of the foul. So far, the officials are on it on those passes, and this one should be a steal. It is a steal. Did we get tie ball first, though? It doesn't matter, but it means the next time we get a tie ball, it'll go to McAlester. Great read of the pass by Yaya Gibson.
And that's one thing with Glenpool. They play so smart defensively.
They know when to pick and choose their fouls, and they have great depth, too, to where if someone gets into foul trouble, it's just a plug and play, you know. Allen, angle left, 4:49 left in the half, a 23-12 advantage. Right wing 3 by Hooks is in the air and short. Off a bounce, it's taken back by the Lady Warriors on the near corner. Perfect lob inside for McKinney, and she scores from nearly directly underneath the basket.
And she's arguably the biggest problem on this Lady Warriors team.
For McAlester, absolutely. 25-12, McAlester looking to get on the board for the first time in the second quarter.
I mean, she is a matchup nightmare for really any team that they're going to go up against.
Zoomer double team, needs some help. Now triple teamed, and she's hit across the half-court line by Gibson. That's foul number 4 on Glenpool, unless they were quick with it. They were quick with it. That's number 3 then. Foul number 2 on Gibson.
I thought that was the 4th.
Oh, there it is.
Okay,
they weren't quick with it. So both teams have 14 fouls. Ivy looks to inbound. Ivy lobs and finds Zoomer between the rings. Passes down inside to Cole. Cole double-teamed outside. Now back to Cochran. Cochran angle right. Starts one dribble. Immediately picks up that dribble. Perfect pass to Williams, right elbow. Floater from inside the paint. Won't go. And McKinney with that long wingspan climbs the ladder, brings down the rebound. Hooks one into work quickly. Down to the low post. Wild 2 will go. Cheyenne Hooks showing off the athleticism. Makes it 27-12. McAllister's been outscored 6-0 here in the second. Down the far sideline. Zoomer is fouled along the far sideline. That foul's going to be on, might be on Hooks here. Well, either way, it means free throws for Cambry Zoomer. It is on Hooks. This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Zoomer's first free throw is good. Zoomer, a 77% free throw shooter, team leader in points per game at 14.5. She went 9 of 14 from the line over against East Central on Tuesday. She makes both of her free throws, also the team leader in free throw percentage, by the way, at 77%. And McAlester has 2 points, their first 2 points of the second quarter.
And she's got 4 points here today.
McKinney outside to Hooks. Hooks back down low to McKinney. McKinney great positioning and draws the foul. Taylor Williams. There's an and 1 for McKinney. 29-14.
It'll be the second on Taylor Williams. fifth team foul, putting Glenpool in the bonus for the remainder of the quarter.
Glenpool is going to be okay with their players like Emma Pringle and Avery Allen, 2 starters being freshmen, but they are really going to miss Faith Rogers and Tyra McKinney next year.
Yes.
Because I think with this team, they are a complete team. They've got the outside threat and they've got the inside threat. They're going to be hard-pressed to find people that can replace people like McKinney and Rogers and how well they play just all over the floor, but especially down inside the paint. Free throw is rattled home by McKinney. But 5A4 district opponents are going to rejoice when they don't have to play them anymore because of how good they are. Here's a full timeout call by Coach Bashirs after the inbound to Cochran. 3:39 left in the half. 30-14, Glenpool leads McAlester on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Here at the Glenpool Sports Arena in Glenpool, Oklahoma, just south of Tulsa, the McAlester Lady Buffaloes down 30-14 against the Glenpool Lady Warriors for the second game in a row against this team. McAlester only 2 points so far in the second quarter. Williams gets it over to Zoomer, got to quickly get it across the half-court line. They do so with a pass, but that's tipped out of bounds by a Lady Warrior, number 12, Cameron Shedd. There'll be a far sideline inbound for Cochran here. She looks, finds Cole. Cole feeds it back to Cochran, angle right, and she traveled. No, she didn't travel. She stepped out of bounds. That was something we saw a lot in the JV game for the boys. McAlester, not used to seeing just an all-blue sideline. You're usually looking at an actual line, and it led to them being well out of bounds a lot on drives down the sideline.
That'll be something to keep an eye on going forward.
Pass inside McKinney. McKinney's had a great second quarter, and she continues with another 2 and 1. Coach Bashir is trying to tell her post players, just keep those hands up because McKinney's going to get hers.
Fouls on Taylor Williams, her third. So that's 2 of your 3 post players in some foul trouble now.
Now Chloe Boatwright will have to come in with the made free throw. It's 33-14. Second quarters have doomed McAlester against Glenpool. It's exactly what I was saying as we ended the first quarter. McAlester had it at a 9-point game. And now we're staring at a near 20-point deficit. They've won the quarter by, 9?
I believe so.
9 or 10. Ivy, double teamed in the backcourt. Got to get away from these defenders. Throws it, passes tipped, finds Zoomer, just pass it, just throw it. Finds Ivy, 10-second call. Could not get across the half-court line, and Coach Bashirs is trying to tell her teammates that we need some help.
Because Glenpool will press like that all night long.
3 minutes left in the half. Pass straight away. Lob inside. Perfect lob to McKinney. She continues to ball here. She's up to 12 points, and I'll be danged, I think 10 of them have come here in the second quarter.
I think so.
Ivy in trouble. Bounce pass to Zoomer. Zoomer lobs it back to Ivy. Ivy met in the circle. It splits defenders. Passes near corner to Cochran. Near corner 3 is up. Back ironed. And we have a foul called in the low post. It's on Mila Cole after a great box out by a Lady Warrior.
That's just her first.
That is team foul number 5. Both teams have 5 fouls. And that will lead to free throws here. Since it wasn't an offensive foul, it was
off a rebound.
I believe Gibson at the line. First free throw is good. And things have gotten away. 22-point lead for Glenpool.
Glenpool 4 of 5 from the free throw line right now.
Second free throw is short. Cochran, nice box out. Couldn't grab the board, but it was tipped by a Lady Warrior in the process. So McAlester basketball. But this is where Glenpool gets you, man. If you look at a lot of their wins, again, they've only lost twice this year. They played Sapulpa, who is year in and year out considered a title favorite or to make the championship game, as Zoomer gets the ball before a turnover can happen. She tries finding it to Ivy. Ivy finds the errant pass to Boatwright. Long two is up and back ironed. She's going after her own rebound. Instead, it's grabbed by the Lady Warriors in the high post. The other way, they have a 2-on-3 advantage, but they throw the ball away, looking for Pringle on a bounce pass to the right block. It was to the left of her and into the McAlester cheerleaders.
And that's just the second unforced turnover by Glenpool.
But we know how good of a team Pryor was last year, and I'm assuming they're pretty decent again this year. They only lost by 3 to Durant, and Durant right now the top team in 5A4 record-wise. They beat Pryor 70-26. Here's a far corner three by Zoomer that's airballed way too strong. Cochran's there with the board. Cochran lobbing it back out over to Ivy. Ivy left elbow after a screen by Cole. Takes the two and makes it. Katie Ivy with another 2 points, 36-16.
She got 4 points.
McAlester slow to get back, and it's like the Energizer Bunny. The Lady Warriors just keep on moving. Emma Pringle behind the defense scores to make it 38-16.
Glenpool just under 50% from the field here in the first half.
Pass is tipped, finds its way to Ivy. Ivy double teamed. Gets hit. That one probably should have been a foul. Regathers the ball far sideline and tries to get stripped loose. Possession arrow favors McAlester. They'll keep control of the ball. They want to make you uncomfortable when you have basketball. And again, against a young team and some players that are new to higher level basketball. That's what they're doing. Inbound to Cole. Cole grabs it outside the perimeter, gives back to Ivy. Ivy, short corner, stops and picks up the dribble. Pass on a bounce over to Cole. Cole drives. Layup is good. 38-18. McAlester down by 20. 1:09 left in the half.
She's got 6 points today.
Bounce pass, that's Pringle, feeds near corner, three-pointer in the air and short. And it bounces straight to Ivy, who couldn't handle it. Cochran's not got it. Give it to somebody before a tie ball. We have the tie ball.
All goes an offensive rebound.
Because it goes right back to Glenpool.
Has 8 offensive rebounds here in the first half.
I'm begging for us to hit 1-3 against Glenpool.
Please.
There's only one McAlester Lady Buffalo on the roster. As here's a baseline two that is missed by Rogers and rebounded by Ivy. There's only one McAlester Lady Buffalo on the roster that's hit a three this year.
Yep.
That's Cambry Zoomer. Pass to the baseline. It's intercepted by the Lady Warriors. They throw it ahead. Again, they got a lot of speed. Trailing from behind is Zoomer with the two. It is made just past the outstretched arms of Cambry Zoomer, and now it's 40-18. That one wasn't as much McAlester slow to getting back. That is Pringle, I believe, with the two. Quick to get to the other side. Angle left Zoomer. Gets a screen by Cole. Penetrates. Quadruple team. Doesn't matter. Cambry Zoomer with another two. It took McAlester a little bit to get started here in the second quarter. They're starting to score. But again, it came a little late as Glenpool has now strengthened their lead to 20 points. Gibson passes angle left to Proctor. Proctor straight away. 8 seconds. Right wing three is strong. Bounced around along the baseline. Saved by the Lady Warriors. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Left elbow. Two at the buzzer. Won't go. And that's the end of the first half. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes trailed the Glenpool Lady Warriors 40-20 at the break. We will take a break in return here on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we...
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Glenpool Sports Arena, where someone's trying to win some free pizza. It looks like a pizza box has been put over at center court. It looks like it's our version of, or their version of Chuck-a-Duck, what we do. So someone has to land. Is it a paper airplanes? Paper airplanes on top of the pizza box. That's pretty cool.
I think it's the closest to the pizza box gets free pizza.
Okay, well, too bad I don't have a paper airplane.
we can make one out of one of these sheets
one of these sheets of paper up here. Well, we kind of need to read our sponsors here, so probably not. Hey, speaking of one of our sponsors, this is McAlester Trails here at halftime, 40-20 to the Glenpool Lady Warriors. We'll look at our first half stats. That's brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs. Whether residential or commercial, First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, we had two ladies with 6 points. We'll start out with Mila Cole. She, again, had 6 points on 2 of 3 shooting from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She had 2 defensive rebounds. Next up, Cambry Zoomer. Very similar stat line. She made 2 shots from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, and 2 defensive rebounds. Next up, Taylor Williams had 4 points, 2 of 3 from the field, 1 defensive rebound. After that, Katie Ivey also had 4 points on 1 of 1 shooting from the field, had 3 rebounds and a steal. Next up, Parker Cochran had 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive.
I'm going to say it's a good thing that the Lady Warriors shoot better than people throw paper airplanes so far tonight.
That's not good.
It was not very good.
I don't think anyone made it inside the circle.
I think there was one inside the circle, but everyone else was not close.
Okay, I didn't see that one over on the left-hand side.
A lot of them did a nosedive as soon as they let go.
Do kids nowadays not know how to make paper airplanes?
They don't know how to either make them or throw them. We gotta have a class or something.
Anyway, continuing on. Parker Cochran had 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive. After that, Rylan Lesnow had 3 defensive rebounds and a block. And that will do it for individual scoring. Now we move to the team stats. McAlester, 7 of 16 from the field, good for 44%. Keep that 16 in mind.
Man.
Glenpool, 43% from the field, 16 of 37 from the field.
So they have what?
They've made as many shots as we've taken.
Yeah, it's 21 more shot attempts than McAlester?
Yes.
Man, and that just can't happen. I mean, so they've made more shots than McAlester has attempted, and we'll tell you how.
They've made as many.
Yeah, and we'll tell you how.
McAlester 0 of 4 from 3. Glenpool just 4 of 14. So I think they started either 4 of 6 or 4 of 8.
They were 4 of 6 at first.
So they've missed 8 consecutive.
You can't count on that happening for the rest of the night.
And they've expanded their lead to a 20-point lead. McAlester 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 100%. And
they can't hear it, but you knocked on wood.
Yeah. Glenpool 4 of 6 from the free throw line, good for 67%. Glenpool out-rebounding McAlester 16 to 13. But Glenpool has 9 offensive rebounds.
To McAllister's
1.
That will add to the extra shot attempts.
Yes. Both teams had 10 fouls in the first half. Glenpool forced 14 McAlester turnovers in the first half compared to McAlester forcing 3 Glenpool turnovers.
It's playing out just like the last game did, except McAlester shooting the ball better. Again, McAlester struggled to shoot the ball against Glenpool last week. McAlester already has more points in this game than they had the entire game last week against Glenpool.
Right.
Again, 65-19 was that score a week ago, and they also shot 18% from the field a week ago. So McAlester much higher today, but they're just not getting their shots off. So it goes without saying, keys to the second half too. I mean, if you come back and win it, great. But right now, you want to get a little bit more competitive, get it within, get it to single digits. If McAllister's going to do that, they have to be able to limit the amount of shots that Glenpool is taking, or up yours to match theirs. Because right now, it's just too many more.
Right. I mean, you've got to find some kind of a 3-point shot at some point to win these type of games. You're going to need that outside shot to open up the post, but. I mean, it's like you said, you can't be out-rebounded and turn the ball over that much and beat a team as talented as Glenpool.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, or just tell me what you saw. I think a lot of it, again, going back, I think they played a bad game against Glenpool last week. I don't think McAlester truly has played that bad of a game tonight.
No.
I think that some fouls that they have committed have put themselves in a rough spot, especially in the post when you're needing post presence. You got Taylor Williams with 3 fouls, Rylan Lesnow with 3 fouls. So maybe other than the foul trouble and some of the turnovers that you've committed, not helping out when your ball handlers need help, because if you're going to have 2 or 3 people on you, that means that multiple people are going to be open. So McAlester hasn't done as well with the pressure in the second quarter. They're still able to score 8 points in the final 3 minutes, but the Glenpool up their lead by 11 points compared to the first quarter. Again, now up 40-20. When it comes to a lot of those offensive boards, there's not a lot. Sometimes you just get outplayed. Sometimes someone has the size advantage and they get more rebounds. That happens at every level of basketball, and Glenpool has that height advantage, and Glenpool has that presence in the paint that McAlester doesn't have in terms of the depth pieces and to the extent of the talent and height that the Glenpool Lady Warriors do. We've got talented post players that Glenpool, they're just taller. And so sometimes it's just a biology there. You're going to get out-rebounded when it comes to that. But right now, McAlester, again, other than keeping yourself out of foul trouble to keep your best players on the floor and cutting down the turnovers, not much more you can do in the second half. And we're going to see if they can help those stats and close the distance in the second half and try to make this game come the fourth quarter. Again, we'll take a 30-second break, and we'll be back with the second half here on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Here beginning the second half of play as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes are down 40-20 to the Glenpool Lady Warriors here in district play. Again, if Glenpool had one more win, same as Durant, they would be the top team in 5A4 right now. But since Durant has a 5-0 record and Glenpool at 4-0, Glenpool right now at second, trying to climb up into that top spot. McAlester trying to prevent that from happening, and like I said, get back into this game. Cambry Zoomer passes to Rylan Lesnow back into the game, playing with 3. All 3 fouls came offensively. Around the front court, Zoomer dribbles, drives, splits defenders. Crazy 2 that won't go. I think she airballed the shot, and it bounces off of the Lady Warrior out of bounds. McAlester basketball baseline inbound coming up as we're just beginning the third quarter. Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. 40-20, McAlester down. Inbound, open Lady, Rylan Lesnow scores off the right block, and it's a 40-22 game.
Her first 2 points of the night.
And again, McAlester just lost in translation. Somehow it was McKinney to get back before anybody else could for McAlester. That is where that can't happen. Zoomer inbounds to Ivy. Again, it'll be Glenpool with the pressure. Zoomer passes across to Lesnow. McAlester beats the press. Lesnow drives, stops, bounces to the short corner near side. It's Williams passing back to Lesnow. Lesnow 2 over a Lady Warrior, won't go. Ball hits the deck. It's still rolling to the baseline. Grabbed by a Glenpool player, and they'll go the other way. Far sideline. Cross-court pass to Allen. Feeds into the corner to Pringle. Pringle for three. And, yep. After going and missing their last 8 three-pointers in a row, they nailed the near corner three to make it 45-22 in the first points of the second half. Zoomer tries an overhead pass to the half-court line. It's taken by McKinney. McKinney bounce pass high post. Gets it down to the low post. Back to Pringle, who just hit that three. Avery Allen, she can shoot. Right wing three is too strong. That's a high oh, no. That's a high bounce off of the rebound, and we hit each other trying to get it. I think it was Ivy and Taylor Williams down low. No one was around the ball for the Lady Warriors. But again, you don't know that when the ball goes up like that. They were boxing at each other and just could not grab the rebound. Near corner three by Allen. That one's off the front iron. Rebounded again by Pringle, and there's another offensive board for the Lady Warriors. Here's a ricochet off of Lesnow, who attempted the steal over McKinney, but a great defense of the entry pass. Back outside on the bounce. Allen's second chance at points with the three. That time she got it.
Can't give them second chance points, Brandon.
48-22 in both of their shots that they made here in the third quarter from downtown. 6:09 left in the third. Ivy tried passing it to Allen. Reverse layup is good after we can't beat the press. And it's 50-22, and they're looking to put McAlester to bed right now. Inbound, Lesnow to Zoomer. Zoomer near sideline. Lobs to Ivy. There's an open Mila Cole to the low post. Cole grabs it on a soft pass. Baseline, has to throw it back out, and McKinney's right there. They had the easy two. Couldn't get the pass there quick enough. Allen looks inside. Lesnow swats it loose out of bounds and prevents a two from McKinney. Parker Cochran will come in.
Should check in for Taylor Williams.
5:41 left in the third. 50-22. Glenpool has come out firing here in the third quarter behind 2 made threes and a steal and score. Quick touch pass right back to Allen, the inbounder from McKinney. And they have rattled off, 12 points?
Yep.
12 points in the third quarter. Near sideline, Lesnow in danger walking that tie rope near sideline. Tries to feed it to Cole. Does so on a great pass. Cole underneath the basket too hard with the shot. Those are 2 open shots we had down low that we could not convert on. Can't happen against Glenpool. Spin move. Wide open inside the paint. McKinney. And Lesnow couldn't contest it as much as she wanted to because she's playing with 3 fouls, and it's 54-22. McAlester has been outscored 14-0 in the third quarter. Lesnow far sideline. She's double teamed. In trouble, stolen by Pringle. Pringle being chased by Lesnow. Goes up with the 2, and it's blocked. From behind, the second block of the game for Rylan Lesnow. I take that back. It's been a 14-2 second half here for the Glenpool Lady Warriors. Inbound left wing, top of the key, pass inside to McKinney. McKinney tries to feed it to the right block and does so. Now to a cutting Gibson. Gibson with a runner that misses Tyra McKinney. Again, she's just too tall and too athletic. That's all her right there, making it a 56-22 game.
She's got 18 today.
She's a matchup nightmare, truly, for a lot of people in the state. Lesnow, angle right, decides to drive, pulls up. 4-foot jumper won't go. Rebounded by McKinney, and Glenpool quickly moving the other way. They're not running out of gas yet. Throw outside, into the corner. Open three from the corner is short. Ball goes out of bounds along the corner, and it will be staying with the Lady Warriors after it was touched by Lesnow down the low post. That's what Glenpool does. Death by 1,000 cuts, and all of a sudden, haymakers. Inside McKinney, right past her defender, 58-22. Again, jab punches. It was jabs, punches to the body in the first half, and now you're seeing the later rounds, the second half of the fight. Haymaker up to the chin. That's what they've been doing to the Lady Buffaloes here in the third quarter. Ivy looking back door. McKinney to be able to grab it and toss it right back to a trailing Lady Warrior. They're in the clear. No one near the Lady Warriors here with this layup made by Emma Pringle. And it's been a 20-2 third quarter. A lot of turnovers for McAlester. There's another one. A steal by the Lady Warriors as Cole can't handle it by the circle. In transition, bounce pass, low post, 2 is high off the glass and in. Gibson with 2. This has gotten out of hand fast. They've scored the same amount of points in 4.5 minutes than McAlester has scored the entire game. Driving in, Lesnow creates contact too hard off the glass. Ball came loose around the high post, and we have our first foul of the third quarter. Won't you look at that? Cole was fouled around the left elbow area. The foul's on number 22, Faith Rogers.
And Brandon, Glenpool has 14 steals here in this game already.
How many turnovers for McAlester if you have the chance to look?
Yeah, 1 second.
Cole checks out. Chloe Boatwright came in. Cochran feeds to Les now. Her shot is blocked around the mid-range area. Long rebound by Zoomer. Throws it, no look. Tried to find Boatwright down the low post to save that ball at all, and it goes sailing out of bounds.
McAlester has 21 total turnovers today.
And they had 26 against the Lady Warriors a week ago.
And Glenpool has 3 turnovers today. They do not turn the ball over, and they force you to turn the ball over.
It reminds me of that McAlester Lady Buffalo team that won it all a few years ago. It's that same kind of formula, except, hey, what's even more impressive about that Lady Buffalo championship run, we really did not have size that year.
No.
Here's a near corner 3 that's missed. McKinney flies to grab that rebound. Left elbow 2 on the second chance points. Misses, and Cochran's got the board. I think our tallest player that year was 5'10".
Wow.
And McAlester still went 22-5 on their way to their fantastic 4th state championship. But here, the Glenpool Lady Warriors, after climbing up from 4A, trying to win one here in 5A. His pass high post. Floater up by Les now halfway in and out. That is I think that's a shot attempt by Boatwright. Could have been blocked, and it's rebounded by the Lady Warriors. They go the other way. Contesting the 2 is Ivy. Nice contest at the 2, but a missed shot and an offensive rebound. Right wing 2 is up and airballed, and rebounded by Zoomer. She had that foot on the line. So Glenpool's offense is slowing down, but not before they scored 22 third-quarter points so far to McAlster's 2. 2:08 left in the third. Ivy passes to Boatwright as Glenpool kind of lets off the pressure a little bit in a 40-point game. Cochran feeds to Zoomer, straightaway 3. Do we got one? No, wildly off. Way off to the left side and hit the backboard. What's McAlester from 3 if you have the chance?
0 of 5.
And now almost 7 complete quarters against Glenpool. McAlster's gone 0 of 14 from 3. That straightaway 3 is missed by Gibson and rebounded by Boatwright. Now Ivy will run it up the floor with 90 seconds left in the third. Pass high post. Les now feeds back to a trailing Ivy, back outside to Cochran. Cochran pass to Boatwright, angle right, beyond the perimeter. Looks for an open lady, finds Les now inside the perimeter. Hands to Zoomer. Zoomer quick pop and shot from 18 feet will go. And it's 62-24. McAlester with their 3rd and 4th points of the quarter.
Zoomer's got 8 today.
1:09 left in the third. Near corner. Hooks. Lob pass. Right wing. Bounce pass low post. Wide open, but missing the shot is Gibson. Offensive rebound again. Left wing. Hooks. Past her defender. Lobs baseline. Trying to drive. Reverse layup is good. What a shot. She misses the wide open right block 2, but makes that highly difficult reverse layup over Lady Buffalo, 64-24. 44 seconds left. We just needed something on the highlight tape.
Yeah.
And there's a steal. Speaking of which, Gibson has been all over the place. She's in the clear, and it is a good layup as McAlster's. It's starting to hit McAlster's body language here. They're frustrated.
Getting ready to check in. That will be Kennedy Earhart.
15th steal for the Lady Warriors. Far sideline, Ivy. Ivy picks up a dribble, passes inside, make that 16. McKinney with it. 15 seconds left in the third. Passing inside, Ivy swipes the ball out of bounds, trying to keep it from going to the other corner where open was Cameron Shedd. Prevents the easy shot attempt.
Needham, Williams, Earhart check in. Lesnow,
Zoomer, and Boatwright.
Boatwright check out.
Yep. 12 seconds left in the third, 66-24. Inbound far corner, open 3's in the air, and it is clanked off the iron. Offensive rebound, 7 seconds. Battling back up, Shedd now with the runner attempt. That will be missed along the baseline. Offensive rebound, blocked shot by Cochran. Excuse me, that wasn't Cochran. That was Cochran, wasn't it? And that will lead to a rebound by Katie Ivy, and that'll be the end of the third quarter as the McAlester Lady Buffalo is down 66-24 behind a 26-4 third quarter. We'll take a break and be back with the fourth quarter here on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
You're joining us with the start of the fourth quarter as the McAlester Lady Buffaloes are all but out of this one. 66-24 is the score currently as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Driving in is Hooks. Hooks is fouled down in the low post. We'll see if it's on Williams or Cochran.
That was going to be on Cochran, her first.
It's on the shot, so Hooks with some free throws here. First free throw is good.
Glenpool 5 of 7 from the free throw line.
Haven't had a lot of free throws either way, really.
Yeah, I don't think they took any in the third quarter.
I don't think either team took any in the third quarter. There's a missed free throw, but again, an offensive rebound.
17 offensive rebounds for the Lady Warriors.
Pass inside that's tipped loose by Williams. It's saved by the Lady Warriors. Hooks with the ball. Gets around Needham. Dribbles inside the perimeter. Right back out with the pass. Now back to Hooks. Hooks driving. She has her shot blocked by Cochran. And rebounded by Kennedy Earhart.
That's the second block for Cochran today.
7:19. I think she had that block to end that third quarter. Ivy passes to Williams. About 10 feet from the three-point line and guarded by a Lady Warrior. Bounce pass straight away to Cochran, and she feeds right next to her to Katie Ivy. Ivy overhead pass to Earhart. Earhart looks inside with a minute down in the fourth quarter, and Lady Buffalo's down by 43. Pass baseline. Williams pumps, drives. Runner up, hard off the glass, in. Man, she is so good at using the glass. Taylor Williams, the team leader in field goal percentage at 58% through 6 games.
And that's only going up today. She is 3 of 4 for 6 points.
67-26. Now, I think that's now 3 Lady Buffaloes with 6 points. There's a steal by Ivy. Ivy, that's her third steal of the game, I believe. It goes up with a tough 2 and somehow gets the fingertip roll in from about 6 feet out.
And that is Ivy with 6 points.
67-28, driving in. A lot of contact. Almost made the shot. But 2 free throws instead. If that one would have went in, and it's already Glenpool's night, but you definitely would have known it's Glenpool's night if that one would have fell.
That is Cochran's second, team second here in the fourth quarter.
Cheyenne Hooks, 2 free throws. First one no good. Glenpool from the free throw line against McAlester was just 60% a week ago. McAlester is better at the line at 62%.
Checking in will be Boatwright and Kelsey Rowell in for Taylor Williams and Katie Ivy.
6:23 left. Second free throw coming up for Hooks. That one's good as well. And it's back to a 40-point game advantage Glenpool. Down the floor and a pass to Earhart. Earhart near sideline just in front of her bench. Works it around to the left side to Rowell. Rowell left wing to Needham. Cross court, tries to find Earhart. Does so, but it bounces all the way back into the half-court line. Rowell's got it back with the pass to Needham. Angle left. Needham backpedals, now steps up. Overhead pass, high post. Rowell, I believe, on the drive. Rowell is fouled. And Kelsey Rowell, her first free throw attempts of the season. And a chance for her first career point.
Let's see it here.
This trip to the free throw line brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951. Rowell's first free throw, no good. We'll have to wait at least one more. Rowell so far in the season, she's gone 0 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. She has 3 rebounds, though, on the year and a steal in limited action. Her second free throw attempt is short, so we'll have to wait a little bit longer there, but she got to the line, gets back to the other side of the floor, and there's Chloe Boatwright with the steal. Feeds to Needham. Needham on the weave to the low post. Up at the 2 is blocked. Rebounded by Rowell. Rowell near corner picks up a dribble. Feeds to Earhart, angle right. Earhart to Cochran to Needham. Needham, nice crossover of Hooks. Stops left elbow. 2's up and grazes the front iron. Rowell tried to grab the board in the low post and instead takes a hack of a Glenpool Lady Warrior.
And that will be her first personal third team foul here in the fourth quarter.
Faith Rogers checking in for Cameron Shedd. 5:31 left in the game, 68-28. Down the middle of the floor, Hooks passes angle left. Feeds corner. Pump and drive. Lobbing high post back outside. Straight away. Another pump faked. Pass to the right wing to Hooks. 5:11 left in the game. 68-28. Here's a contested runner that will miss. Rowell got another board. Rowell is fighting off defenders. We'll have a tie ball staying with the Lady Buffaloes. So McAlester will drop to 2-5 on the season. They'll have a chance to get back at Pryor, who beat them twice last year, including a big win over in Pryor last year. That was a near 50-point win for the Lady Tigers a year ago. That kind of broke McAllister's momentum, but McAlester didn't bother them at all. They came back with a win against Tahlequah the very next day on senior night, as here's a baseline 2 by Boatwright that goes. Chloe Boatwright with her first 2 points of her varsity career. And it's 68-30. Always great to see players getting their first points.
Love seeing that.
You never forget them. Here's a wild 3 that was from 26 feet out. That was too strong, even despite the long shot. Lady Buffaloes moved the other way after the board. Needham shows off the handles, but lost control of the ball at the time, and then is fouled by Hooks.
That will be her team second here in the fourth quarter.
Into the game, number 10, Layla Thomas. This is pretty cool. We didn't get to see her a week ago, so into the game to the applause of the student section, called the Warrior student section over on that far sideline. Rowell gives baseline to Boatwright. Boatwright has her shot blocked by Kinley Kirk. Rebounded by Glenpool as well. They'll feed it down the floor to Proctor. Proctor left-handed dribble backing up with 4:09 left in the game. Pass left side. Earhart guards her defender. Pass to the right wing to Thomas. Thomas to the straightaway mark. Three-pointer is up and drilled by Autumn Spears, the 5'4" senior guard. And it's 71-30. They crossed their point total from a week ago. McAlester has as well. Again, McAlester did score 11 more points than they did a week ago, so the offense was better there, but turnovers are still there, and rebound issues still there. Left elbow 2 is up and drilled. That one by Parker Cochran. That's her 5th and 6th points of the season. 71-32.
Her first 2 of the night.
3:28 left. Thomas passes angle right to Proctor. Parker feeds high post to Rogers to the baseline. 2-pointers up, in and out, rebounded by Cochran. Cochran tries to give to Earhart and traveled as pressure was applied by Faith Rogers down in the low post.
Brandon Glenpool has gotten off 67 shots tonight.
I'm not even going to make the joke there. If anyone knows anything about online memes, then you know what I'm talking about. Into the game came Callie Burrow.
In for Kelsey Rowell.
Proctor feeds near corner. Long threes in the air. She made the last one. Now Spears can't make that one. We have a tie ball down the low post. And since, again, Glenpool owns the possession arrow, it is Glenpool ball.
And Kelsey Rowell checks right back in, this time for Parker Cochran.
3:04 left. Glenpool 71, McAlester 32 here in the ladies' game. Boys' game will begin shortly after the conclusion of this. Inbound Rogers. Rogers 2 from the right block is good. And it's 73-32. Down the floor. Passing to Rowell. Rowell gives to Burrow. Burrow right wing to Earhart. Under 3 minutes left in the game. Looking at the district standings here, and Nate, help me out with don't do the call, but help me out with knowing who's got the shots and everything here. Looking at the district standings, McAlester, depending on what happens with Pryor, I don't know if Pryor plays tonight. We know they play tomorrow, as we got a steal here for Glenpool. Thomas feeds ahead, stopping is Spears. Spears outside, left wing 3 is missed by Proctor. Offensive board again, straight away. Spears feeds it right wing. Thomas for 3. Thomas got it. And the Glenpool bench goes nuts for the freshman. Completely bananas. 76-32. That's still cool to see there for Glenpool. 2:05 left in the game. I don't know if Pryor plays tonight. If Pryor does not play tonight, McAlester will still stay at number 5 despite the loss tonight. A pass goes sailing out of bounds after a hit off of Burrow, I believe, in the low post. And
yes.
Apparently it wasn't hit off of Burrow because one official said, okay, that's going to stay with McAlester.
Okay.
Overrode the other official that said it was Glenpool ball. Burrow quarterback passes it to Rowell. Rowell over her head. Throws to Needham. 1:48 left. Needham inside the perimeter, back outside. Left wing 3 is airballed. by Rowell, and we continue to struggle from 3 against Glenpool. What is that now for McAlester tonight? I think it's 0 of 6.
I think you're right. Yes, 0 of 6.
So that's 0 of 15 in 2 games for McAlester from downtown. If that holds, that'll be McAllister's 3rd game this year that they have not hit a 3. Here's a runner from inside the paint that's bounced around. Rowell's got it near the high post area. She is triple teamed. Everyone wants to handle the ball, and it's stripped loose, and we have a layup that's missed. Ball's taken back by Needham, and they try to rip it loose again.
Not sure how that last one wasn't
a tie ball.
Yeah.
But that one is, and it will be McAlester basketball. Kaylee Autry is into the game for Chloe Boatwright. 1:20 left in it, 76-32. Down to the final 75 seconds. Autry, left wing. Feeds it around to Earhart. Earhart face guarded, passes to Autry. Autry looks inside, lobs it back to Needham. Needham tries to work around a Lady Warrior. Wild pass, trying to give it to a guarded Kelsey Rowell. In the low post, overshot her target.
And that's the 9th unforced turnover by McAlester today. 27th total turnover.
More officially now, more than what we had a week ago. It's easier said than done, though. Glenpool forces a lot of turnovers, but McAllister's also going to get better at taking care of the basketball in general. They've given up 20.3 turnovers per game through 6 games. Here's an airballed baseline shot. Again, McAlester won their game. As this one goes out of bounds, it'll be McAlester basketball. McAlester won their game against East Central by 7, despite having 24 turnovers.
That's crazy.
That's impressive, is what that is. Needham off a screen, stops, feeds. Low post, Burrow gives it back to a cutting Needham. Needham's floater is strong, and Rogers has got the rebound. Rogers ahead. There's a wide open Lady Warrior streaking down the other side. She hands the ball off now to a trailing Lady Warrior. It's Thomas as they'll back it on up, and they will dribble out the rest of this game. McAlester still applies a little bit of pressure for the end of this, but we're down to our final 10 seconds. 8. Needham tried grabbing the steal. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is your final for tonight. The McAlester Lady Buffaloes fall to the Glenpool Lady Warriors in a final score of 76-32. Let's look at our postgame stats brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate?
All right, Cambry Zoomer was your leading scorer. She had 8 points today. On 3 of 9 shooting from the field, she had 3 defensive rebounds. Next up, Mila Cole had 6 points on 2 of 4 shooting, 3 rebounds. Then, let's see, Katie Ivey had 6 points on 2 of 2 shooting from the field, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, had 4 defensive rebounds and 2 steals. After that, Taylor Williams, 6 points today on 3 of 4 shooting, 1 defensive rebound. After that, Parker Cochran, 2 points today on 1 of 2 shooting. She had 5 rebounds, 1 offensive, 4 defensive. She also had 2 blocks in the game. After that, Rylan Lesnow had 2 points today, 3 defensive rebounds, and 2 steals. Chloe Boatwright had 2 points, 1 of 3 shooting, 1 defensive rebound, and a steal. After that, Kennedy Earhart had a defensive rebound. Kelsey Rowell had 4 total rebounds, 1 offensive, 3 defensive. And that will round out your scoring for the Lady Buffs, and we'll move on to team stats now. McAlester, 13 of 34 from the field, good for 38%. Glenpool, 31 of 74. They took 74 shots tonight, Brandon.
Which is
good for 42%.
40 more shot attempts than what McAlester had.
Insanity. McAlester 0 of 6 from 3 tonight. Glenpool 8 of 27. McAlester 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Glenpool 6 of 10. McAlester heavily out-rebounded in this game. It was 33-25. Glenpool had 19 offensive rebounds, and McAlester had 3. Glenpool forced 27 total McAlester turnovers, and McAlester forced 5 total Glenpool turnovers. McAlester had 4 blocks to Glenpool's 3.
All right, and that's it for your post-game stats. We have enough time to have our final thoughts on this one because we have a little over 12 minutes until the end of this. It just comes down to Glenpool's a great team.
Yep.
That's what it comes down to. McAlester can do better. I know that they can do better, especially with not turning the ball over as much. But it comes down to Glenpool is that good of a team. This is what they've been doing against teams. As you mentioned, Nate, they're averaging nearly 70 points a game. They're giving up 44.6 points per game. That is a nearly 26-point difference in what they're giving up and what they're scoring, and that's including some good teams like Sapulpa.
Right. And, again, that's a state tournament team that you saw on the other side of the court tonight.
Not just the state tournament team.
They will compete for the state title.
Yeah.
They will be right in the thick of the race.
Yeah, depending on who they play, because, again, Sapulpa, as we mentioned during the broadcast, they're in the thick of it every single year, and they only lost by 1. Yeah. And they're – Come on.
Like, we know how good Sapulpa is. We've seen that year in and year out. And, I think it came down to some free throws at the end of that game. We didn't really get to see the end of that game because the broadcast cut off that we were watching.
Yeah, but Sapulpa just, again, beating Glenpool by 1. So don't be surprised if Glenpool is playing for the state title at the very end of the year over in March. So we're near the end of the year. We have one more road game for the McAlester boys, and then we have one more game overall tomorrow until we kiss 2025 goodbye, and we say hello to 2026 for the big January slate. So we're going to get ready for the boys' game here in just a moment. We'll take a quick break and return here on KNED.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
Welcome back to the Glenpool Sports Arena. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown as we're getting ready for the boys to hit the floor. The Glenpool Warriors boys team has already started to warm up. Let's go ahead and let's look at our opponents here. Again, the McAlester Buffaloes trying to avenge the girls' loss and also trying to break the 3-game losing streak right now. McAlester started off the year 3-0. They have since gone 0-3 with losses to Sapulpa, Muldrow, and East Central. But that East Central game, we talked about it, Nate. It was a great improvement over what we saw the last 2 games before that. Despite the loss, despite it being by 8 points, the East Central Cardinals, just like the Glenpool Lady Warriors, one of the best teams in the state.
You might debate with me on this. That East Central game, that was the best we've seen this McAlester team play all year.
Even in a loss.
The only argument I could see being made there is for the Ada game, where you beat them by 21, even though Ada's shots weren't really falling. East Central shots were falling, and you were still in that game until the very end.
Let's talk about that game. McAlester again played a great game despite giving up 88 points. East Central hit 15 threes to McAllister's 5, and truly, that was the difference, 88-80 game. McAlester trailed by 4 with 10 seconds left and brought the game within 1 multiple times, but East Central just kept on pulling away with tough-made shots. McAlester was 52% from the field to East Central's 48%. This marks the 4th time in 6 games that opponents have shot 48% or higher on McAlester. Nate, that's got to change. McAllister's got to get their opposing teams to shoot less than 48%. They can't be near 50% every single game because McAlester as a team right now is averaging 44%. You want to keep your opponents lower than that. If you can keep your opponents lower than what you average, then you're going to look at winning a lot of games. So we'll see if that trend changes tonight against the Glenpool Warriors. But there were still, again, a lot of standouts. in that game a couple of nights ago back in the MAC. Rodney had 30 points on 67% shooting, 3 of 6 from 3, 7 of 9 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds and 4 steals. Brandon Smith also had 4 steals and 21 points, just 8 shy of his career high, 47% from the field, 6 of 6 from the line. And also Davian Pouncil with 9 points on 7 boards. Get this, Caven Hill a new career high, 14 points on 45% shooting, 8 rebounds as well as a steal. Looking at the Glenpool Warriors, they're 2-6 on the year. Last year they averaged 51 points per game, gave up 57.1 points per game. This year they're averaging 41.9 and giving up 58.3. They're led by first-year head coach Randall Gibson, who replaces Trenton Cantrell, who is 20-32 in 2 seasons as Glenpool's head coach. Gibson joined the staff from the Glenpool girls. Looking at some more info from Glenpool from a year ago, they went 7-19, lost to Hilldale 51-48 in the regional tournament. Placed 6th in the Sequoia Invitational, 0-2 in the Lincoln Christian Tournament, and 8th place in the Jinx Union Invitational. And just saying those 2 schools in one and saying that's one invitational.
That's insane.
That's a hard tournament to go play in. But in that Sequoia Invitational, McAlester beat Glenpool in that Consolation Championship game, 72-47. McAlester shot 57% from the field to Glenpool's 33%, and 40% from 3 to Glenpool's 3 of 23. That was 13%. McAlester forced 7 more turnovers than they committed and beat Glenpool without making a single free throw. They were 0 of 4 from the line. Glenpool was 10 of 13. McAlester outscored Glenpool in the second and fourth quarters by a combined score of 49-8.
Oh my goodness.
Despite losing the first and third quarters 39-23. Some standouts in that game. Brandon Smith, 25 points on 57% shooting, 7 rebounds, 6 steals for Brandon Smith in that game. I expect him to have a big defensive game tonight. Rodney Washington had 24 points on 67% shooting, 6 rebounds, a steal, and a thunderous dunk that made its rounds on social media. And also, Caven Hill, Devion Bickham, and also Davian Pouncil provided 8 points, and 5 points respectively there in that game from a year ago. Looking at the rest of the Glenpool Warriors, again, expect them to come out swinging tonight. They're trying to get out of that 6th spot in the 5A4 standings. Right now, East Central is at 1 at 4-0 plus 53. Memorial at 2nd at 3-0 plus 45. We said that we didn't think McAlester was going to jump up in the standings after a loss. They actually did.
Oh.
McAlester is not 4th anymore. They're up to 3rd because of a Tahlequah loss. Tahlequah was undefeated. They lost a couple of nights ago. So McAlester is now 3rd in 5A4, 2-1 plus 8. A reminder, the top 2 teams in each district host a regional. So looking at Tulsa Memorial, who is 1 spot above McAlester, they play them on January 13th in Memorial and then host them on January 30th. But that's neither here nor there. We got to take care of this game tonight. Tahlequah is at 4th, as we mentioned, 2-1 plus 1. Claremore is at 5th at 1-2 minus 19. Glenpool at 1-3 minus 29. Durant is at 7th at 1-4 minus 22. And Pryor at 0-3 minus 37. Let's go ahead and let's look at our players to watch and keys to the game. Nate, take it away.
All right, Rodney Washington, of course, got to start with him. He's your leading scorer on the season, averaging 23.7 points per game, and he had a phenomenal game on Tuesday, dropping 30 points for the first time this season on an incredible 67% shooting from the field and 3 of 6 from 3. Caven Hill's up next. He also had a great performance against the Cardinals on Tuesday, making his presence known in the post, scoring 14 points and bringing down 5 offensive rebounds. If he can continue putting up that type of a stat line, especially against that caliber of an opponent, it will spell nothing but good things for the Buffs. And finally, Brandon Smith is my final player to watch tonight. He made the Cardinals respect him on both ends, scoring 21 points and picking up 4 steals on the night. If all 3 of these guys are on their game tonight, it could be a long night for Glenpool. Keys to the game, first up, make free throws. We said during the Sequoia Invitational, this is going to be a key to the game until we see this team consistently make their foul shots. Tuesday was a good start, making 70%. If you're able to hover around that line, you're going to be just fine. Number 2, don't let the lows get too low and the highs too high. In the Sequoia Invitational, we saw times where this team kind of let things snowball a little bit. If Glenpool makes a run, keep your head locked in and stop the run. If you make a run, stay focused and continue playing like it's a 1-score game. And finally, press. Last week in Tahlequah, we got to watch this Glenpool team play a little bit. One thing that we noticed was they really struggled breaking any type of a press. If you're successful in pressing Glenpool, you could very well be walking out of Glenpool 3-1 in district play.
And one thing that we haven't really talked about yet, Glenpool is down a player or two. It looked like they had a couple of injuries, and maybe were game time decisions. Some guys haven't been warming up, so that might be a key to this game for McAlester as well to exploit maybe some of the players that don't normally get starting minutes. I'm right there with you. I think that third key of the game is going to be a big one. If you can press, and stay out of foul trouble while you do it, McAlester could be in for a good game tonight, and we're going to see if that ends up being the case. Again, I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. This game is brought to you by, as well as all season long, by Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, WE Offered Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. We'll be back in 90 seconds with the starting lineups and tip-off here on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya. Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at FentonNissan.com.
Welcome back to the Glenpool Sports Arena. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. Let's go ahead and let's look at our starting lineups for the McAlester Buffaloes and the Glenpool Warriors. We're going to start off with the Buffaloes, as you have number 2 junior guard Brandon Smith, sophomore guard number 3 Rodney Washington, junior guard / forward number 5 Davian Pouncil, freshman forward number 11 Jacoby Boyd, and sophomore forward / center Caven Hill. McAlester 3-3 on the year, led by first-year head coach Lou Dawkins. As for the Glenpool Warriors, you have number 1 Jamison Baker, number 2 Jonas Boyd, number 3 Devin Briazio, number 11 Chandler Roney, and number 25 Bryce Rowland. Those are your starting 5 for the Warriors, led by first-year head coach Randall Gibson, 2-6 on the year. Again, McAlester 3rd in the 5A4 standings, Glenpool at 6th. For those on radio, McAlester is wearing their road black-on-black uniforms with the gold numerals on the front and back. As for the Glenpool Warriors, they're wearing their home white-on-white uniforms. Any final thoughts before we get this one started, Nate?
Well, I'm expecting a pretty good game here. I'm looking for McAlester to build off that game they had against East Central and end up this night 3-1 in district play. That's the biggest thing coming out tonight.
Break that 3-game losing streak and let's start a new snowball.
That's right.
The good kind, right?
the best kind.
Hey, we're going to try to start a new winning streak here tonight. Again, tip-off is brought to you by T&W Tire McAlester. Say hi to Gail and Doug. See their technicians for brakes, suspensions, and alignments, along with 24-hour road service. They carry Goodyear, Michelin, and other brands to fit your budget. Call them up, 918-426-6571. Inside the circle will be Caven Hill. Again, listed as 6'7", he'll be standing opposite of Bryce Rowland, standing at 6'4", so a size advantage here for Caven Hill. See if McAlester wins the tip. McAlester will be moving it right to left across your radio dial and video screen. Glenpool, the opposite direction. Ball's in the air. Tip is won by Glenpool. A little bit of an early jump there for Caven Hill led to Glenpool winning the tip. And it's Glenpool basketball and basketball time here in the Heartland altogether. Brandon Smith with a near steal, but he grabbed the arm of number 11, Chandler Roney. And that's an early foul on Smith 11 seconds in, who didn't really get into foul trouble against East Central back on Tuesday.
Right.
Can we talk about wanting to apply pressure, but do not get into foul trouble in the process of doing so? Boyd backpedals on up between the circles, guarded up by Smith, who wants to apply pressure. Bounce pass, left wing, back outside to Boyd. Boyd passes far corner to, that is Roney. Roney tries throwing it to the near side, and it goes sailing out of bounds. 30 seconds in, first turnover for Glenpool. Now, they did a good job of taking care of the basketball against McAlester last year. Just 7 turnovers, McAlester had 13. Buffalo's trying to force more pressure on Glenpool than they did a year ago, but they still won that game 72-47 despite the limited turnovers by the Warriors. Left wing Pouncil throws inside for Boyd. Boyd tries to feed to a trailing Caven Hill, jumped up with the ball, came right back down with the ball. So we trade turnovers here to begin the game. 7:14 left in the first.
And like we said, McAlester going to press here early and often.
Boyd throws down the near sideline, able to grab it as Roney. Roney throws to a trailing Warrior. They're still in the backcourt. Boyd with the ball, double team, lobs across the half-court line, throws to the low post, going up for 2 and the lead. Missing the shot is Roney, and it's rebounded by Hill. Here's sideline. Brandon wants to push it. Brandon to the top of the key. Brandon attacks, lobs down low for Pouncil. Pouncil jumped early, misses the shot because he was off balance, and it's rebounded by the Warriors. Slow starts for both offenses here. 6:47 left in the first quarter. Near corner, Roney tries driving on Washington. Jump throws to the top of the key. It's swatted loose. Pouncil trying to grab it. Instead, it's grabbed back by Boyd. Boyd lost it, gathers it back, lobs it low post. Climbing high for the pass is Baker, back outside straight away. Boyd to the left wing, driving, kicking, far corner. And on the right side of the half-court line, it was Roland that saved that one from going out of bounds and gives it back to Jonas Boyd. 6:22 looking for our first points here in the first quarter. Boyd picks up his pass, or rather his dribble, and tries passing into the corner, and it's swatted loose by Pouncil.
Still no score, about 2 minutes in.
An inbound into the backcourt to Boyd. And he'll slow walk it and bounce it to the right wing. Now on the drive. The pull-up jumper from the baseline misses, and it's rebounded by Washington down low. Washington passes across the half-court line to Smith. Back to Washington. Washington right elbow 2. He's fouled as he left the shot short. And we'll see if we can get him from the free throw line here. This trip to the charity stripe brought to you by Big V Feed Center. For your animals' needs plus winter feed booking prices, call 918-426-1951.
Both number 2s with a foul. That was number 2 for Glenpool.
Jonas Boyd, as Washington breaks that scoreless start that we've had. Washington, a 69% free throw shooter, 7 of 9 from the line against East Central back on Tuesday. He was 0 of 2 from the line against Glenpool last year in the Sequoia Invitational, but he hits both of his free throws here to start this one. So McAlester with an early 2-0 lead. After the inbound, McAlester wants to press. Glenpool beats that press. Goes across the half-court line to the low post. Up for 2, reverse layup. Nearly goes over the backboard. Tried resting on the top of it. Jacoby Boyd has the rebound, and McAlester wants to push it. Davian Pouncil in transition. Layup is up, left it short. Ball's tipping around in the paint, grabbed by Brandon Smith, right elbow. He takes it back out beyond the perimeter. Stopping right side, lobs to Washington. Washington passes left wing to Pouncil. Pouncil inside, tried finding Jacoby Boyd. It's intercepted by Chandler Roney. Still not a shot made from the field by either team. McAlester leading, though, 2-0. Driving in, Roland back outside. Quick feed to the far corner to Boyd. Boyd back to the left wing for the lead. 3 is up and made. Chandler Roney makes this a 3-2 Glenpool lead nearly 3 minutes in. McAlester having an early trouble here with this 2-3 zone defense. Near corner, Pouncil lobs to Boyd. Boyd straight away. Boyd to the right wing. Smith tries to answer back. Can't do so. Too strong with the shot and rebounded by the Warriors. McAlester shot not there, and they're also taking uncharacteristic passes.
And they are getting a couple open shots. They're just not falling.
They also
around the rim.
And here's Davian Pouncil with the steal near the half-court line. He'll try to lay it home and does with the soft touch. There's our first made shot from the field for McAlester. It's a 4-3 McAlester lead. 4:39 left in the first. Taking it slowly across the timeline, past the near sideline, back to number 3, Devin Breeziel. Breeziel Trying to work past Boyd, passes far corner. Climbing the ladder, grabbing the ball is Baker. Baker drives inside, stops high post, back outside with the pass. To the near corner. Rowland tries going in. On Caven Hill, he airballed the shot, rebounded by Smith. Smith has it lost from behind. I think he might have been hit. Left wing 3 for the lead again. They got it again. That's Brizio for 3, and it's now 6-4. McAlester down by 2 about halfway through the first quarter.
Glenpool 2 of 2 from 3.
Washington tries to answer back. That rims out. Hill trying to grab it. Instead, it's Boyd with the second chance here for Brandon Smith. Passes inside to Pouncil. Pouncil back outside to Smith. Smith pulls up. Baseline jumper. Too strong. And out of bounds. Last touch by the shooter. It'll be Glenpool basketball. Ty Moscato and Case Patton in for the Buffaloes. Davian Pouncil and Jacoby Boyd out. Slow start for McAlester, a team that is averaging 68.5 points per game. Has been held to 1 made shot from the field. Again, they trailed Glenpool after the first quarter of play in Sequoia last year, too. So they really outscored them in the second and fourth, though. That's where they made their money. Right wing. Thought about the drive, instead it gives it back between the circles to Boyd. Boyd feeds right wing to Rowland. Rowland back to Boyd near corner, guarded up by Hill. Works around the perimeter. Tosses. Stolen. Brandon Smith. Brandon Smith with the speed. He'll have an easy layup that he makes and ties the game with. 6-6 score. We'll have a timeout called by Glenpool. 3:15 left in the first. You're listening to McAlester Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
The McAlester Buffaloes trying to put offense and defense together for really the first time this season. Again, McAlster's defense has been great so far in the first quarter. Through 5 minutes, only 6 Glenpool points. The flip side, McAlster's offense is kind of stalled for the first time this season. Only 6 points in the first 5 minutes. We're tied up 6-6. McAlester wants to press. On an inbound, they get it to the corner. They lob across the half-court line. Glenpool beats the press to the other side. Swiping it loose to Smith out of bounds. And prevents the easy 2 from the right block by Chandler Roney. Roney wanted the foul, thought his arm was hit. If that would have been a foul on Smith, that would have been his second, so good thing it wasn't called for McAlester fans. Inbound, grabs it Roney. Roney passes inside, right back outside to Boyd. Boyd left wing 3. They love that spot, and they hit their third shot from the left wing by 3 different players. All 9 of their points from downtown. They're now 3 of what, 3 from 3?
Yep.
Washington passes left side to Patton. Patton looks inside to Hill. Hill back outside. Washington tries to tie it up in the right wing. Airballed it. Brandon Smith was right there. Misses the shot, though, on the putback attempt. Ball is grabbed by Smith on an offensive board after it was saved by a Warrior. Near corner, Patton driving in. Lobs outside. Now inside to Hill. Hill backs up Rowland. Tough 2 is up and good.
And that's something that McAlester needs to do. Feed the post. Caven Hill has a definite size advantage down there.
9-8 McAlester down by 1. 2:25 left in the first. Got to guard that left wing 3, that one spot. Call it Wi-Fi. It's their hot spot. Top of the key, driving in. Low post, inside. Ball came loose. Moscato's on the floor. He kind of got tackled. There'll be a tie ball in McAlester basketball. You can credit Ty Moscato there with the steal. And the Buffaloes will try to take the lead here. I don't think they've had the lead yet.
I don't believe so.
Maybe a short 4-3 lead. Glenpool wants to give McAlester a taste of their own medicine. They press. Washington beats the press with the pass back over to Patton to the near corner. Moscato is wide open for 3. Takes the near corner 3, and we have a wedgie. Ball got stuck right between the rim and the backboard. All I can think of is Kevin Harlan losing his mind every time that there's a wedgie. Some subs in for the Warriors. In to the game, number 30, Payson Wycliffe.
I believe I saw
also 1
23.
more, too. If it's 23, it's Joe Perales. McAlester will press down by 1. Inbound near corner. Pass is tipped by Smith. And out of bounds, will stay with the Warriors. Smith is already everywhere. I am impressed. Each year, he takes another jump, it seems like. And so far, even though he's not getting just fully on into the mid-season like basketball shape, he is doing great at being able to make life hard on opposing teams. Glenpool beats the press, gets it to the baseline, dribbles it out beyond the perimeter over to Boyd, left wing. to the right wing. Smith guarding up Briziel well. Briziel gets by him, but Smith recovers. Back to the right wing to Perales. Perales top of the key, stolen by Patton. Patton one-on-one to the other side of the floor, and it's stripped from behind and out of bounds. Able to prevent the layup and the go-ahead bucket for McAlester was Devin Briziel, but still McAlester basketball along the baseline.
In for Glenpool, number 11, out number 3.
Smith will inbound. Smith looks, lobs to Patton. Patton grabs it between the circles. Feeds it back inside to Hill. Hill, offensive foul call to charge on Caven Hill as Bryce Rowland won the Oscar there a little bit. 1:30 left in the first. Definite contact is going to get called, but again, he made sure that he was going to accept that contact. That's well taught, though. Boyd gets it across the half-court line, 1:25 left in the first. Baseline drive, stopping it is Facio. Now right around Facio and scoring is Bryce Rowland, so he pays in kind with forcing the turnover by giving Glenpool their largest lead yet. It is 11-8, and their first made shot from the field. That's not a three. Cross-court pass, almost intercepted. Smith sets up for a tie from the left wing that airballs the three. Ty Moscato saves it. DeFacio, baseline two, too strong. It's 11-8. Glenpool moving the other way. They throw inside, and a two and a block attempt by Rodney Washington is missed, and it's 13-8. Glenpool leads by 5. Near corner, Smith tries to go baseline, denied access into the paint. Whoa, we're calling an offensive foul on that, and I don't think that one is it at all.
Are you kidding me?
That's probably the worst offensive foul call I've seen in a hot minute. And now Brandon picks up his second. And again, it's real time that I'm looking at, but I don't know where you call the offensive foul. And ball don't lie. I'm just going to say it here because this ball was thrown out of bounds into the student section, unless they say that McAlester tipped it, which I just do not think that they did. That's the ultimate ball don't lie, but the only thing that's wrong with that is Smith picks up his second foul. That just doesn't – that's rough there. Inbound over to Patton between the circles. Passes angle left to Rodney Washington. McAlester down by 5 in the first quarter. That really hasn't gone their way at all. 43 seconds left in the first. Into the corner. Facio sets up for the three. Rims out. On the deck. Pouncil's got it. Turnaround jump shot from in the paint. Got it to make it a 3-point game. 13-10. That was halfway down the hoop and popped out. On the inbound, Facio slides and nearly got the steal. Now it's 5-on-4 going the other way. McAlester trying to recover nicely. Moscato with the near steal. Hits it out of bounds and prevents a Warrior from grabbing it along the left wing. 22 seconds remaining in the first and a 13-10 Glenpool lead. Boyd will get the inbound in the backcourt. Boyd slow walks it. Met by Washington. Dribbling left. Stopping. Picking up the dribble. Feeds between the circles. Perales passes right wing to Roney. Roney back to Boyd. 7 seconds. 6 seconds. Roney on the drive. Floater over to McAlester Buffaloes. Leaves it short. Rodney's got the ball. 2 seconds. 1 second. There'll be no shot at the buzzer as it's swiped from behind. And Glenpool leads after 1 quarter of play. 13-10 the score. We'll take a break and return. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes. For over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
Glenpool up on McAlester 13-10, and they're trying to avenge a 72-47 loss from a year ago. Glenpool will take the inbound. Again, they're also playing a little bit short-handed today. I believe 1, maybe 2 injuries for Glenpool coming into this game. And right now, again, leading the Buffaloes by 3. McAlester with a little bit of foul trouble is Brandon Smith. And a nice catch by the official along the sideline as it was Payson Wycliffe that was driving baseline, stepped out of bounds. Again, Brandon with nearly 2 fouls in the first quarter. The second one, a questionable offensive foul called. Leaves McAlester again down by 3 with Facio on the floor. as he lost the ball, taking some contact near the corner in the front court. Lost it, stopping, blocked shot by Rodney. Well-timed jump and block into the cheerleaders there. It'll stay with the Warriors, though, after the turnover.
He was ready for that a mile away.
So Facio, Caven Hill, Rodney Washington, Davian Pouncil, and Jacoby Boyd in for the Buffaloes, down by 3. Trying to break a 3-game losing streak. Inbound high post floater from in the paint is airballed. It actually grazed the bottom of the netting. Rodney got the easy board. Facio now taking it up the floor right wing. He's guarded well to the far corner. Boyd for 3 for the tie. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Davian Pouncil. Airballs the shot down low. Jacoby gets it back, and he's fouled. Jacoby Boyd, 2 free throws. Brought to you by Big V Feed Center for your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices. Call 918-426-1951. What lid have they had on the rim today for McAlester? 3-pointers. Lady Buffs and Buffaloes.
McAlester 0 of 7 here in the first quarter and minute.
First free throw by Boyd is too strong. If I'm not mistaken, that is 0 of 13 from 3 tonight for our 2 McAlester teams.
I believe you're right.
For Boyd, he is now 3 of 5 from the line on the year. And make that 4 of 6 as he splits the trip at the line, and McAlester down by 2, 13-11. 7:18 left in the half. Far sideline again. Glenpool gets across the half-court line. McAlester settles in. Boyd angle right, guarded by Washington. Dribbling to the between the circles area, almost a double dribble. Hands the ball off, top of the key. Passing right through the arms of Bryce Rowland, out of bounds.
And that's the 4th unforced Glenpool turnover. McAlester 8 offensive rebounds compared to Glenpool's 0.
6:58 left in the half. Glenpool still leading by 2, though, over McAlester. Pouncil picked up the ball, lost it, throws it to the baseline to Facio. Facio double team, back to Pouncil. Pouncil driving in, contested 2 will go, and we tie the game. McAlster's rattled off 5 in a row. 13-13 the score, 6:42 left in the half.
Pouncil's got 6.
Near sideline, throwing to Rowland. Rowland dribbles in, right back outside with the pass. Swings it left wing. Boyd for 3. That one's off. Their first miss from the left wing today. And stepping out of bounds, it looked like, was number 30, Wycliffe. His shot is still blocked by Rodney Washington. He stepped out of bounds, it looked like, right in front of the official that wasn't looking at his feet. I mean, he stepped a good foot or 2 out of bounds.
Second block for Rodney today.
Schuler Pickens will get ready to check in for McAlester and for Jacoby Boyd. Oh, no, it would be Facio. So Boyd stays in, Facio comes out. And Brizio will inbound straight to Boyd, who is open in the front court. Looks back at his head coach Gibson, and guarded up by Washington in a tie 13-13 game. Left wing passes right wing. Brizio set up for 3. Not taken as it was closed in well by Pickens. Top of the key, Boyd picks up his dribble, guarded by Washington. Left wing, picked back up. Backpedaling up is Wycliffe. Rodney applying the pressure still. There's a late almost steal by Pickens. Now driving in with the 5-on-4 advantage. Rolling in for 2, contested missed. Offensive rebound. Blocked shot by Hill. Offensive board again. Pouncil's got it, throws it to Washington. Now McAlester, 4-on-2 advantage. Throws it ahead to Boyd. Boyd with the layup, too strong with the spin. Offensive board, Caven Hill backs up his man. Scores and 1. Caven Hill. Cha-ching plus tax. McAlester takes their largest lead of the game by now rattling off 7 in a row, looking for 8. Hill, a 60% free throw shooter, struggled on Tuesday against East Central, 4 of 8. His free throw is good, and McAlester leads 16-13, 8-0 run going back to the first quarter.
Hill's got 5 today.
Double team, pass on a bounce near sideline. Wycliffe has it. To the top of the key to Boyd. Boyd guarded well, bounce pass near corner. Rowland, guarded by Boyd, tries to attack on Boyd. Spin move, back outside. Brizio, past Hill, lobs out. Quick swing, left wing. High post, back to the pass near corner to Wycliffe. Wycliffe reverses direction on Pouncil. Gives back to Boyd. McAlester defense right there. Throws it nearly out of bounds. It is thrown out of bounds. Coach Dawkins loving that Black Death D there in that possession. Everywhere that the Warriors tried to pass the ball, and they passed it plenty, was guarded well. 5:21 left in the half.
And those are the type of possessions I'm ready for a shot clock for, Brandon.
Inbound to Washington. McAlester leading by 3 again in the middle of an 8-0 run. Pickens picks up his dribble, tries passing to the high post on a bounce for Hill. It was thrown away. Taken by Brizio. Brizio goes up for 2, and he is fouled. That's an easy foul called as he hits the deck. Too much contact there. Foul's on Washington. I believe that's his first.
It is.
Team first as well, and free throws coming up for Devin Brizio. Last year, Glenpool 77% from the free throw line against McAlester. Their first free throw is spun out. Like a Beyblade. That's a throwback, isn't it?
I was going to say, I haven't heard of a Beyblade in a long time.
Millennial kids know all about Beyblades. Second free throw is good, though. He splits the trip and it makes it a 16-14 McAlester lead. 5:07 left and McAlester with the ball. Rodney's not taking a break today. He's running the point here. Pass to the left side over to Pouncil. Pouncil passes to Boyd. Boyd has to save it after it goes off his arms wrong. Tries to find it to Washington, and it's hit out of bounds. That's just an unforced pass that shouldn't have been wild like that.
Ty Moscato checking in.
For Pouncil. So it's Washington, Pickens, Boyd, Hill, and Washington. There we go. Yeah, left wing. Pickens gives to Moscato. Moscato tries to work around a Warrior. He's all on him. Yeah, there's a foul. We've not had a whole lot there, but there's the foul on Breeziel. That's team foul number 3 on the Warriors. That is Breeziel's first. No one in foul trouble really for the Warriors. All fouls have been on different players. Moscato inbounds to Boyd, edge of the circle. A 2-point McAlester advantage. Washington angle left. Washington backs up, reverses direction, gets to the near corner, sets up for 3, drills it, paint it gold, and that finally breaks that 0 for 15 in the last 2 games for McAlester and the boys and the girls, missing 3-pointers. We finally have our first one of the night for teams wearing black and gold. This one is sailed out of bounds as Jonas Boyd tried throwing it to the far corner, well guarded by Hill, and threw it into the first row of the fans.
And McAlester starting to get that momentum. Keep it up. That's 6 unforced turnovers from Glenpool.
19-14. McAlester on an 11-1 run. Pickens, left wing, passes to Boyd. Pouncil getting ready to come back in. Gives to Washington straight away. Long distance. Almost got it. Off the left iron. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Boyd. He tried flying in for the board. So Pouncil back in. He will check in for Boyd. And also checking in. 1:11 checks out. Another checks in. That's Chandler Roney.
And also in number 22 for Glenpool.
Gavin Moody. I think the first time we've seen him today. 4:10 left in the half and a 5-point McAlester advantage. McAlester again applying a little bit of pressure here in the backcourt as they pass back and forth in the backcourt. They get it across the timeline on a bobbled ball by Moody, but he gathers it back and throws it straight out of bounds looking for Jamison Baker. What's that, the 7th unforced turnover?
That is correct.
Halfway through the second quarter, McAlester is leading 19-14. Near corner, Washington thought about the 3, but again backs up again. Washington, a 47% three-point shooter, and we have a blocking foul down in the low post after Hill got the ball, and not having his feet set were Bryson Rowland. Team foul number 4 on the Warriors. We'll have a baseline inbound coming up for Pouncil. Pouncil slaps the ball and looks. Lobs to Washington from the O in Glenpool. Works opposite of the screen, steps in the perimeter and steps right back out and sets up the offense. Wants Hill to set a screen. Passes to the left wing. Pouncil sets up. Rainbow 3 won't go. To the corner. Washington throws it and tries to save it. Got it to Hill. Back to Washington. Four-corner 3 is fouled on the 3. Whoa! Rodney Washington tried to throw it back into the Buffaloes. Left his hand wrong. Hill said, okay, I got to go be Superman for a moment. Went and saved that one from going out of bounds. And Washington's fouled on a 3-point attempt.
I'll take it.
That's a hustle play there by both Washington and Hill. Washington's first free throw is made, and it's a 20-14 game. McAllister's gone on a 12-1 run since going down 13-8.
And Brandon McAllister is in the bonus with 5 fouls on Glenpool.
McAllister with only 1 second quarter foul thus far. They've held Glenpool to 1 second quarter point and only 1 foul. Washington's second of 3 free throws is missed. Into the game, Joe Perales back in for Jamison Baker. And no one really in foul trouble for the Warriors. The highest guy with the foul, Bryce Rowland. He's got 2. Washington's third free throw and spun out. Offensive rebound directly under the basket. Missing the shot is Pouncil. And McAllister only gets 1 out of the 3. They lead 20-14. Moscato guarding Rowland as he gets across the half-court line. Tries to create separation, double-teamed. And there will be a timeout called? No,
a foul.
A foul called after the ball nearly found its intended target along the near sideline.
Foul on Moscato?
On Moscato.
He wasn't near the play.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When the ball got up to where it was at, he came in. I mean, again, we've learned from officials no fouls ever late. As here's Rodney with a near steal, but Boyd's able to get it back. But that was blown dead really late. 3:15 left in the half. Boyd by the edge of the circle, dribbling left. Delivered the elbow to Washington. No offensive foul. That Brandon got one just in the last quarter for that. Not even that. There's lob top of the key. Roland looks to the left elbow. 2 is up and 2 strong. Washington climbs side, brings it down with the left hand.
Glenpool 5 of 18 from the field right now.
Washington stops, thought about the 3, lost the control on the dribble, double team near sideline, stripped loose by Boyd. Washington trying to set it back up. Boyd sets up with the right wing 3, can't get it to go. Moscato's got the 3, grab the rebound, didn't hurt them at all there. Driving in, Cavenhill, Euro step, left hand wildly off, and it's rebounded by the Warriors going the other way. Left to right, to the high post. 9-foot jumper goes. First made shot from the field for the Glenpool Warriors in the second quarter is Gavin Moody and makes it 20-16. 2:27 left in the half. Washington passing the left front court to Pouncil, back to Washington. Washington fakes the pass left, goes right with it to Pickens. Pickens lobbing back out to Moscato, overshot him. Throws it into the first row, the McAlester crowd. Facio will come in for Pickens. 2:15 left in the half.
We haven't seen Brandon Smith in a minute.
He has not played the second quarter. And he picked up 2 fouls in the first and has had to sit the second quarter. 2:13 left in quarter number 2. Dribbling right, stopping, passing top of the key. Quick swing to the far corner to Perales. Perales top of the key. Trying to drive now is Roland. Lost the ball. Oh, my goodness. The ball was nearly into the concession stand line by the time that the whistle's blown. We have had a lot of late calls today.
That was on Hill, his second.
Inbound, low post. Backing it on up, handing the ball off. Thought about the 3 was Roney. Now gives it almost stolen by Washington as it goes straight away. Now Hill knocks it out of bounds. McAllister's flying all over the place. It's just their offense has not been there with their defense.
Right. And coming in will be Case Patton in for Caven Hill.
1:52 left in the half and a McAlester 4-point lead. If you would have told me that the Warriors had only scored 3 points in the first 6 minutes of the second quarter, I think McAlester would be up by a lot more right now.
Yeah.
Left wing. Straight away, passing back right side. Roney. Roney gives back to Breezial on the edge of the circle. 1:43 left in the half. Facio guarding Breezial. Picking up the dribble. Passing right wing to Roney. Roney off a screen, top of the key, met well by Pouncil. Back left side, back to the right side. Roney looks inside, nothing's there. And McAllister playing small ball right now. Only one sort of post player as we have a foul call on Washington.
It's his second. Team third. Team fourth, excuse me.
McAllister may be up by 4, but it seems like a frustrating half. Roney inbounds on the edge of the half-court line, looking back as Wycliffe. Wycliffe passing near sideline to Roney, gives it back to Wycliffe, rather. McAllister really guarding the inside of the perimeter right now. It's been Glenpool that's hit 3 so far. That was their first 9 points. As here's an interception by Davian Pouncil. Going the other way. Hill right-handed slam it. And it's 22-16. McAllister has lived off the breakaway points.
Pouncil's got 8.
Under a minute left in the half, back to a 6-point advantage for McAllister. Wycliffe looking left, passing, almost stolen by Pouncil again. Now Facio's grabbed it, throws the head for Patton. Patton lobbing it for Rodney Washington! Alley to the oop! Call him Luke because he be skywalking! 24-16. That delivered a jolt of electricity through this McAllister bench. And on the floor, high post, driving in, 2 is up, wildly off, in the paint, coming loose, offensive board. Second chance here for Glenpool, down by 8. 20 seconds left in the second. Wycliffe passing near corner, back to the right side, 15 seconds. Breezial with it, lobs, finds it, far corner. I believe that's Wycliffe, stopping high post, throwing it back out. Roland grabs the loose ball. Could have been a foul. Moscato to the far corner, 3-pointers in the air and missed. 3 seconds left. Pouncil's got the ball. 2 seconds to Patton. Do you have another one, Patton? Doesn't let go of the ball. And that'll be the end of the first half. But 24-16 the score. McAlester leads by 8 at the break. We'll take a timeout and return here on KNED.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready Z-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
Second chance at the paper airplane toss here for the Glenpool faithful over here. They had to move the pizza box a little bit further up to get them a little bit closer. The first half didn't go all that, or the first game with the ladies didn't go all that well. But this time a lot closer to the pizza box.
Yeah.
So, again, I think that if they landed on the pizza, or at least whoever gets closest wins like a box of pizza, right?
I don't know if it's a box of pizza or just maybe a slice.
But either way, right now McAlester is winning this game 24-16, despite not playing some of their best ball and being in a little bit of foul trouble. But, hey, maybe an alley-oop, Case Patton to Rodney Washington dunk might fuel McAlester for a good second-half start. Let's look at our first-half stats, brought to you by First Realty, 602 South 2nd Street, McAlester. Call 918-423-3122 or visit first-realty.net.
For more than 50 years, First Realty has helped the residents of McAlester and the surrounding area with their real estate needs, whether residential or commercial. First Realty will guide you through the process of buying or selling your home or business. You can view our property inventory online at first-realty.net. We update our listings daily. And don't forget, if you're into pickleball, the Pickle Palace is open. If you have questions, give us a call at 918-423-3122.
All right, Nate, take it away.
All right, Rodney Washington and Davian Pouncil were your 2 leading scorers. We'll start off with Rodney. He had 8 points in the first half on 2 of 5 shooting. He did have that thunderous dunk toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a feed by Case Patton on that, too.
That was a great assist. Rodney had 5 rebounds, 1 offensive, 4 defensive, along with 2 emphatic blocks in the first half. Next up, Davian Pouncil, 8 points on 4 of 9 shooting from the field. He had 5 rebounds, 3 offensive, 2 defensive, along with 2 steals. Caven Hill had 5 points in the first half, 2 of 3 shooting, 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive, and a block. Brandon Smith had 2 points in the first half, along with 4 rebounds, 3 offensive, 1 defensive, and a steal. Jacoby Boyd had 1 point in the first half, along with 3 rebounds, 2 offensive, 1 defensive. Ty Moscato had 2 rebounds, 1 offensive, 1 defensive, along with a steal. Gianni Fascio had a steal. Case Patton had a steal. And that will do it for individual stats in the first half. And now we will move on to team stats. McAlester, 9 of 27 from the field, good for 33%. Glenpool, 6 of 22 at 27%. Not a lot of offense here in the first half.
Nope.
McAlester, 1 of 10 from 3, good for 10%. Glenpool, 3 of 6. That's really what's kept him in this game at 50%. McAlester, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, good for 62%. And Glenpool, 1 of 2, obviously 50%. McAlester completely dominating the rebounding battle right now, 21-9. McAlester has 21 rebounds, 11 offensive rebounds. Brandon, they have more offensive rebounds than Glenpool has total rebounds.
This is what we're going to look at here when it comes to this, and we saw it in the East Central game. McAlester played a really good game, but where they lost it compared to where East Central won it, East Central made the most out of their second chance points.
Right.
McAlester so far has not made a lot out of their second chance points despite getting a lot of offensive rebounds. They've got to be able to be better at scoring with contact down inside the paint right now. That is something that hurt them against, and I say that as they scored 80 points against East Central. They left some points up on the board against East Central. You saw them do it against Muldrow. You saw them do it against Sapulpa in this 3-game losing streak, and they even did it against Durant in a near loss.
Right.
If McAlester is going to get to the point of where they want to be, they got to be able to make those shots near the bucket, especially if they're going to be taking a lot of those shots. They got to start falling with more regularity.
Right. And then next up, McAlester had 17 fouls in the first half compared to Glenpool 6. McAlester forced 13 Glenpool turnovers in the first half, 6 steals, 7 turnovers. Glenpool forced 9 McAlester turnovers, 5 steals, and 4 unforced turnovers. McAlester had 3 blocks in the first half, Glenpool with 0.
All right, quickly, keys to the second half, Nate.
Convert on your second chance points, find your 3-point shot, and continue the stifling defense you put on the Glenpool.
Yeah, let's see if in the second half McAlester can really put both facets of the game together, offense and defense.
Right.
And if they do, man, that's a really good start to lead that into our next game where we play the Pryor Tigers. Right now, McAlester trying to, I don't think they're going to move up, like I said, in the district standings, at least for tonight, but trying to hold their spot at number 3 right now if they can beat the Warriors here on this Thursday night here in Tulsa County. 2 minutes until the start of the second half. I'm Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown. This game and all season long is brought to you by Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air LLC, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fitton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank & A, Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports. We'll be back in 90 seconds here on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fitton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fitton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fitton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fittonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with the Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
McAlester Buffaloes leading by 8, but really it's anyone's game right now. 24-16 the score as we're about to begin the third quarter. Again, Brandon Green alongside Nate Brown as we have our second to last game of 2025 before McAlester wraps up the calendar year tomorrow against Pryor, and that'll be at home. So if you're making a trip over to Norman, if you're not making the trip to Norman, we encourage you to be over here at the MAC. But if you're making that trip to Norman for that playoff game, we will still have you covered. Just have one earbud in for the McAlester game. We'll take care of you while you're cheering on the Sooners possibly tomorrow in that game against Alabama. So McAlester starts off the second half. Brandon Smith, after getting into foul trouble in the first quarter with 2 fouls, that's a welcome addition back to the lineup for McAlester. He will get the inbound from Davian Pouncil, Jacoby Boyd, Rodney Washington, Caven Hill all on the floor for McAlester. As now we switch sides, they're on the right side of the half-court line. McAlester only made 1 3 in the first half. We'll see if that changes here in quarters 3 and 4. Smith with his left fist up in the air, calling out the play, looking for an open man. He finds Rodney near sideline in front of the McAlester bench. Off a screen, Rodney pulls up just inside the three-point line. Nothing but nylon. 26-16. Since being down 13-8, McAlester has gone on an 18-3 run. That'll do.
Rodney up to 10 points now. Keeps that streak alive.
Still in the backcourt. Boyd taking a little while to get across, but he does walk across guarded by Brandon. And Brandon got to be careful with those 2 fouls. Passes angle right. And after a jab, Roney gives it straight away. Roland looks around. Roland can't find anyone open. Begins his dribble. Now reverse direction back to the left. Boyd guarded quickly by Boyd. Jonas Boyd by Jacoby Boyd. That's not going to get confusing. 60 seconds into the third. Boyd passes top of the key. Jab. Roland by going left. Now decides to give it up again. Boyd dribbles inside the perimeter. Right back out to the far corner to Roney. Roney dribbles to the high post and gives it right back outside. And Glenpool will start the offense up again. They've had this ball here for about 45 seconds.
Again, shot clock.
Top of the key. Roland lost the ball, stolen by Pouncil again. Pouncil in the clear. Right-handed layup is good. McAlester leads 28-16.
Pouncil up to 10 points now.
They had the ball for almost a full minute and did not attempt a shot. Pass across the half-court line. Roney feeds it baseline. Roland tries driving baseline. Feeds inside, mishandled the ball. Swipe back loose by Smith and out of bounds on Smith. But Smith, right time, right place. It was an easy 2 for Jameson Baker. Had TNT not flown in there.
Make Glenpool work for it even more.
Jonas Boyd inbounds low post. I say that wide open off the left block on an inbound was Bryce Roland. And Coach Dawkins, after that sequence of events, wants a new player in quickly. Driving, pulling up baseline, getting fouled is Rodney Washington as he throws it high off the glass. He'll get some free throw attempts here. This trip to the line brought to you by Big V Feed Center for your animals' needs, plus winter feed booking prices. Call 918-426-1951. It is Case Patton getting ready to check in for McAlester. Rodney's first free throw is no good. He is 1 of 4 from the line tonight.
3 of 6.
Oh, 3 of 6. I'm sorry. Yeah, he made 2 earlier. I was just thinking of that one where he went to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah.
So 3 of 6. My bad.
Caven Hill out, Case Patton in.
Second free throw is good, so he splits the trip up the line. And it's 29-18. McAlester wants to press. Glenpool trying to beat that press. And there's a travel, a scoot over here on this near side.
The 8th unforced turnover by Glenpool.
Jonas Boyd, don't think he was too happy with the call. I know coming from Glenpool's side, I know they might be upset because an official that was right by the ball handler did not call it. It was one from the far sideline. Pouncil inbounds to Washington. 6 minutes left in the third. Leading 29-18, 11-point lead for McAlester. Washington backs it up with his heels near that half-court line in the right corner of the front court. McAlester running a little bit of their own type of 4-corner offense. In the corners, you got Boyd, Washington, Smith, and Patton. Only person inside is Pouncil right now. He's just holding the ball for a moment. Off the screen, Washington goes right, pulls up, right wing threes, looks off, and it rims out. Boyd tried flying high for the rebound, could not haul it in. Boyd tried swiping it from behind on Jameson Baker, got too much to the wrist.
That'll be just his first. Team second of the quarter? No, team first.
It was team first. They were quick with it. 5:28 left in the third. Here's sideline inbound, finding Jonas Boyd, guarded by Patton. Still Patton on him as he gets across the half-court line. Tip loose, stolen by Washington. Washington throwing ahead for Smith. Smith tried to track it down. Baseline does so. Feeds it to a trailing Boyd. Boyd to a trailing Washington. To the near corner. Patton open. Near corner. 3 is blocked. And hitting it off of Patton is Bryce Roland. Athletic play. Patton thought he had a little bit more time, but flying in there. like a G6 was Bryce Rowland. 5:10 left in the third. Near sideline, rather near baseline. Glenpool beats the press. Now they have 3-on-1. Low post. Brandon's right there. And over Smith and making a shot was Bryce Rowland. Did it on defense, now did it on offense. Washington tried getting a long pass from Boyd, I believe, and couldn't handle it all the way on that far corner. Careless with the ball there. That's a tough pass to make, especially with a couple of Glenpool bodies in between. 4:54 left in the third and a 29-20 McAlester lead.
And I know you're trying to get out in transition there, but maybe slow that play down.
Glenpool did well getting back on that possession. Inbound off-ball screen, or excuse me, a pass on off-ball screen, gets to the short corner, back around the perimeter to the near side. Grabbing it is Rowland. He begins his dribble, just one dribble, feeds over to Roney. Roney with a floater from just outside the paint, got it, and now Glenpool on a run, 29-22. It's a 4-0 run here for Glenpool. Right wing Smith feeds to Washington, fakes the pass left, goes inside, created contact, goes up with a wild left-handed shot, and he scores to make it 31-22. Athletic play by Rodney. Muscle play there by him as well. Top of the key, Roney passes outside. Rowland has had a great third quarter. Brandon Smith with the near steal. Take it right back as Jonas Boyd to the near corner. Rowland for three. Short, high bounce. Can't get saved by Pouncil. Another shot attempt here possibly for Glenpool if they get the inbound.
Glenpool 3 of 7 from 3.
After they started off 3 of 3.
Yeah. And checking in, we got Ty Moscato.
And they're going to get Payson Wycliffe to also check in for Glenpool.
And Jacoby Boyd will check out for McAlester.
For Glenpool, it's Devin Brizio. 9-point McAlester lead will be a baseline inbound here for the Warriors halfway through the third. Looking, still looking. They'll have to lob it out over towards the backcourt. They'll be grabbed in the backcourt without a touch, so no violation. Grabbed by Wycliffe. 4 minutes left in the third and a low-scoring 9-point lead for McAlester. At least low-scoring to their standards. They're averaging nearly 70 points per game. Far corner, jab step. Roney works around, lobs at top of the key. Rowland gets into the paint. Floater up in the paint, and it bounces out. Rodney fighting for the rebound. Last touch by the Warriors as Rodney was battling with Jameson Baker down there in the low post. Both guys standing at, well, actually, according to the roster, Rodney with a 1-inch height disadvantage there. Baker standing at 6'3". 31-22, McAlester up by 9. Patton, right front court. Patton feeds with a no-look bump fake by Washington. Double teamed as he backs it on up near the near sideline. Brandon's left alone on the left side. He can make threes. They do lob it to him. It's closed in quickly to the corner. Patton now takes the corner three, and it bounces. Offensive rebound. Davian Pouncil playing janitor. Cleans up the missed shot, and McAlester back up by 11 on a 4-0 run.
Pouncil's got 12.
Pouncil now guarding up Roney. Pass across the half-court line. Now they're on from breaking. Baseline. McAlester closes in. Brandon Smith with the steal. Brandon throwing it ahead over to Pouncil. Pouncil catches it in stride. Layup is no good. And out of bounds, last touch by the Warriors as Pouncil, again, was trying to race to grab that. He did catch it in stride, but had to accelerate to get that ball and just could not finish by the rim.
Pouncil out. Caven Hill in.
2:59 left in the third. Again, an 11-point McAlester lead. They'll lob to Patton. Quick pass to Smith. Smith driving, cutting in. Floater from in the paint. Nothing but net. 35-22, Brandon Smith.
He's got 4 points now.
Game high 13-point lead for McAlester. 2:47 left in the third. Boyd taking his time, gets across the timeline. Pass the near corner to Baker. Baker guarded by Smith, who I believe has 2 or 3 steals already today. Smith nearly had a third or fourth. Getting away from it there was Wycliffe. Wycliffe trying to find someone. McAlester cutting off the passing lanes. That one's tipped by Patton, but finds the intended target of Rowland. Rowland back to Roney. Roney dribbles. Jump pass, angle right, attacking, Rowland, lost the ball, stripped right back to a Warrior. Roney's got it. Back inside the perimeter, short corner to Rowland. Rowland cuts in off of a back foot, making the shot and getting the and one is Bryce Rowland.
And if that's on Caven Hill, that's his third. It is. So Pounce will have to check right back in.
Trying to complete the and one will be Bryce Rowland here. Bring it back to a 10-point game. So Pouncil comes in, Hill checks out. It is Washington, Pouncil, and Smith, along with Patton and Moscato. Right foot slightly in front of the left. Rowland's free throw is back ironed. Grabbed by Pouncil, immediately into the game, immediately gets a rebound. Patton's got the feed from Pouncil, gives to Washington. Washington driving in, long extended hand, wildly misses the layup as it was contested. Throwing it the other way, Smith, the only line of defense, guarded well on the baseline and out of bounds. Glenpool gives it back to McAlester, but not because of nothing, because Brandon Smith is just flying around the hardwood.
That is 18 total turnovers for Glenpool today.
I wonder how many Brandon has forced in the limited time that he's had. He didn't play the entire second quarter due to foul trouble.
Well, he's got 2 steals.
Patton near corner over to Washington. Washington backpedals it on up, further into the corner. Now begins his approach, backs back up. Pass to Smith, angle left. Smith attacking, Smith into the paint. Smith up with the 2, misses it. Climbing in to grab the board and 1, Davian Pouncil. It seems like he's just nowhere to be found, and then he flies in for rebounds.
He just reads the ball off the rim really well.
Better than I've seen from a lot of McAlester players in a long time.
Yeah.
I have not seen someone able to read it like that, off of the rim, like Davian Pouncil can. A chance to complete the three-point play. Pouncil's free throw looks bad off the hand, and it is. It was too strong.
Pouncil's got 14 points today.
Back up to a 13-point McAlester lead with 1:27 left in the third. Far sideline, Wycliffe tries driving on Pouncil. Throws it hard off the glass. Brandon Smith down low gets the rebound. Smith down the middle of the floor on a faster jog. Now backpedals it on up. Bounce pass near corner. Washington stepping into a 3. It's off the front iron. Ball gets hit out. Last touch by Moscato, who tried swatting it back over to Washington, who was the nearest Buffalo.
Facio in, Patton out.
1:09 left in the third. Quite a bit of subs for the Warriors here. Changing out 3 different players. 1:08 left in the third. 13-point McAlester lead. They've won the quarter by 5. Between the circles. Lobbing. Rowland inside. Rowland over a buff. Nothing but net. Right over Johnny Facio, and it's 37-26. He's been the leading scorer for the Warriors. They don't have his score up right now on the scoreboard. Left wing, Washington. Washington gives it to Moscato. Moscato straight away 3. Need it. Got it. Paint it goal. Ty Moscato. 40-26. McAlester second made 3 and a steal on the inbound. Far corner 3 by Brandon Smith. And almost Rodney Washington put that back in. But it's rebounded by the Warriors. Going the other way. Rowland goes up for 2 and scores as McAlester is way slow getting back. 40-28. McAlester up by 12 again. Smith angle right. Backpedals on up. Gets a screen by Facio. Washington is wanting the ball left wing. He gets it. He takes the left wing 3. That one's too strong. Smith can't get the rebound in the low post. Instead, it's grabbed by Perales. Now again, McAlester slow getting back. And this two-handed dunk is rejected. Rowland hung onto the rim too. Could not make the dunk. Three-quarter court shot is not good if it goes. It didn't go anyway. And that's the end of the third quarter. McAlester leads by 12, 40-28. We'll take a break and return. Put those 4s up in the air, Buffalo fans. You're listening to McAlester Basketball on KNED.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to Stipe Law.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carves hard, lands soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear and never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
After scoring 13 first quarter points, the Warriors have only put up 15 in quarters 2 and 3. They trail right now by 12 to McAlester. as we begin the fourth quarter. On the left side of the half-court line, Ty Moscato guarding, I believe, Moody. Moody, after a pass that's tipped by Brandon Smith, finds its intended target of Jonas Boyd. Also on the floor is Rodney Washington, Davian Pouncil, and Gianni Facio. There's a pass that just goes sailing out of bounds as Rowland was looking for Boyd. Boyd tried cutting towards the basket and had no help. Rowland had no help.
10th unforced turnover by Glenpool.
7:37 left in the game. Left wing, Washington feeds high post. Pouncil from behind had a shot blocked. No, not blocked. Again, he came back down with the ball, and it's a travel. A Warrior came from behind, tried blocking the shot. He came back down with the ball, still with control. He was in the air with it, so that is a travel. 7:27 left in the game and a 12-point McAlester lead. McAllister's season low on the year has been their first game of the year. It was 67 points. Driving in, floater is up, and it is good. Made by Perales, and it's 40-30. I'm going to have to look back at that. I might be wrong. Short corner, Pouncil drives in, goes up with a wild two, try to draw a whistle, and that one went completely sailing on him along the baseline. Perales driving in, lobbing it to Moody. Moody back outside, Jonas Boyd to the top of the key. Roney takes a long three that's hit off the right iron. It goes into the Glenpool bench. So the season low for McAllister scoring-wise is actually 61 in their win over Durant.
Pouncil checks out. Hill checks back in.
6:52 left. McAllister leading by 10, 40-30. Points have been hard to come by for both these teams. Brandon calling for Rodney to give him some help. Jacoby Boyd getting ready to check in. Rodney almost lost the ball by the half-court line. Backs it back on up. Again, Glenpool in a 2-3 zone with Moody guarding Washington. Dribbles between the legs, still plenty of space between the two. Now he gets past him, gets inside the perimeter, backs it on up. Now gets right past Moody, dribbles up to the line, passes to the left wing. Smith with the left wing three is blocked, and it's rebounded by Roney. Roney throws it ahead, grabbed by Rowland. Rowland bounce pass to Moody. Moody from behind the backboard misses the shot. Offensive rebound, Perales throws to Roney. Roney grabbed up by Facio, no foul. There's the foul, and the shot got it and one. And this is starting to become a game. If they can convert the and one, it's down to a 7-point lead for McAllister.
Jacoby Boyd will check in here for Moscato.
Since the first quarter, McAllister has been in control of this, but Glenpool, with a solid start to the fourth and no points by McAllister in the first 2 minutes, has let the Warriors creep back in. Free throw is up. It is missed. Washington can't control the rebound, and it's out of bounds. A chance for more points here for the Warriors. 6 minutes left in the game. Boyd will inbound, guarded by Smith. Boyd looks, finds Rowland. Rowland drives and traveled as he tried making his attack and then giving to Boyd late. Ball goes back to McAllister either way, so no harm, no foul. 8-point McAllister lead, looking for their first points of the fourth. Washington near sideline, again against the 2-3 zone. Moody guarding Washington, kind of breaking for that 2-3 just to provide a little bit more pressure up on Washington. Now McAllister doing their best to kill some time here. At times their ally, leading by 8. 5:37 left. Glenpool fans upset that McAllister's holding on to the ball. And this is where someone would use Nate's famous line, they want a shot clock.
Yep.
5:26 left. They're starting to get some boos here from the Glenpool faithful. And Coach Dawkins is saying, hey, if you're not going to guard us, why should we move? And McAllister fans on this near sideline are starting to yell back over at Glenpool, guard us.
Yeah, do something about it.
No one's really in foul trouble for Glenpool, so
I don't know what they're doing.
I would guard them. I would go to guard them because McAllister's shot has not fallen. I don't know why they don't just close in on McAllister's Rodney Washington. They are leaving plenty of space. We're down to 4 minutes and 53 seconds. They won't get close to him.
I don't understand.
There's no one in foul trouble. No, one player on the foul floor is in foul trouble. It's Bryce Rowland, and he's standing underneath the basket.
And McAllister's not close to the bonus.
Glenpool, who is down by 8 points, 3 possessions, and have struggled to score themselves all game, won't pressure McAllister. force McAlester to throw the ball. Again, their shot hasn't fallen here in the fourth. It really hasn't fallen. Really, what's McAlester shooting tonight?
I mean, while we've got some time, McAlester shooting 16 of 45, good for 36%. Glenpool 14 of 36 for 39%.
Nearly 2 minutes have gone off the clock. I don't understand why Glenpool is not pressing here, or at least providing some pressure. They did it on the previous possession. It led to what? Either a missed shot or a steal. And Glenpool fans are saying, go get him, and their head coach, Randall Gibson, is saying, hold off.
I'm not sure why.
I'm not sure why. We're at 3:48 left in the game in a 3-possession game. Now Boyd closes in. Now they pass. Okay, here we go. Brandon Smith got it back over to Washington. They're trying to up the pressure now. Washington on the drive. Washington up for 2. Got it over a man as Bryce Rowland hit the deck. 42-32. That's the perfect possession for McAlester. Killed almost 3 minutes and scores on that possession. Near corner 3 by Moody. Can't answer back. Rodney's got the rebound, low post. McAlester up by 10. Rodney nearly lost the ball. He does lose it. Jonas Boyd throws it to a trailing Moody. Moody grabs it, steps up to the line, passes far corner. Big 3 on the way from the corner is too strong. Rebounded by Washington. Washington throws ahead to Hill. Hill gets hit, tries to throw to Boyd along the baseline. Boyd can't save it. 2-on-1 in transition, could not score.
Got to convert those opportunities. Got to.
10-point McAlester lead, 42-32, 3:05 left in the game. Jonas Boyd gets the inbound, but now they're really playing from behind because for whatever reason, they just did not apply any pressure to force McAlester to move the ball for 2 minutes. Pass right wing, Moody steps into a 3. That one's short, high bounce. Climbing, rolling to the low post. He's fallen on. That actually might end up being a good foul. Caven Hill did not mean to foul Bryce Rowland.
Problem is, that is Caven's 4th.
He had an easy 2, and Hill accidentally fell on the back of Bryce Rowland. As you mentioned, 4 fouls.
It doesn't look like McAllister's making a move to sub right now.
2 big free throws here for Bryce Rowland. First free throw is no good.
Glenpool 1 of 5 from the free throw line.
Points have been at a premium, it feels like, tonight. Rowland spins the ball, takes the 3rd dribble, bends the knee, shot is up. He missed them both. Caven Hill fighting for the board. It's Brandon Smith that grabs it. As it bounced and ricocheted over to him. 2:39 left in the game. Washington near sideline. And they got to start fouling, too, if they want to get McAlester at the free throw line. Washington gets a screen by Hill. Top of the key, dribbles, now backs it on up. Tries to get around Perales, lost the ball, gathers it back. It's on the deck, stolen by Jonas Boyd. Jonas throws, almost stolen by Smith. He grabs it. Does he throw it off of a Warrior? Did it hit off of a Warrior? It did. Brandon Smith somehow nicked a Warrior to keep the ball with the Buffs.
That's the 4th steal for Brandon Smith.
Guys averaging 2.8 on the season. 2:20 left in the game and a 10-point McAlester lead. That was the loudest that the Glenpool side has gotten tonight on that steal.
Uh-huh.
Oh, now they revert the decision. It's going to be back over to Glenpool.
Okay, so take that steal away.
Jonas Boyd gets the inbound, gets past Smith, passes right wing, setting up for the 3. Right wing 3 is short, and we have a rebound by Caven Hill in the low post. He hands off to Washington. 2:09 left. Again, here comes Washington. Passes out near corner, Boyd. Boyd back to Washington. Throws to Smith. 2:02 left in the game. And Coach Dawkins wants a timeout with 2:01 left. 42-32, McAlester leads by 10. You're listening to McAlester Buffalo Basketball on KNED.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured. Mechanical license number 0014445.
McAlester trying to hold on to a 10-point lead in the final 2 minutes and 1 second. McAlester leading 42-32 in a fourth quarter in which they held the ball for 2 minutes, just held it. But again, we've seen that before in ladies basketball. Will Rogers held the ball for 6 minutes against us. At that time, though, McAlester was in foul trouble. They couldn't afford to really press anybody or else they'd pick up third or fourth fouls in the third quarter. Glenpool was never in foul trouble, and they did not guard McAlester, and they're doing it again. In a 10-point game, they're off of Brandon Smith. I don't understand why they're just letting Brandon dribble in the front court. I really don't understand it.
Doesn't make any sense.
They're not in foul trouble, and they need to foul. McAlester has not been fouled once this quarter. Washington passes back to Smith. Smith playing catch, throws it to Washington, who tips it to himself, dribbles in, drives in, floater up, got it and one. He shoots, he scores right this way, Mr. Washington to the charity stripe. But again, Glenpool kills nearly 20 seconds before they even try to apply pressure.
Again, Glenpool is playing like they're up 12, not down 12.
Washington's free throw is no good, and it's a 12-point game. 90 seconds left. Far sideline. Roney crosses the half-court line, and a timeout call by Coach Gibson of Glenpool. 1:29 left. McAlester leading by 12 on KNED.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that, but who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
McAlester Direct Primary Care offers 24/7 access to your provider, deeply discounted rates on labs and imaging, more time with your provider, same day or next day appointments, and even home visits for a flat monthly membership fee. We now offer hormone replacement therapy and DOT physicals in addition to our other services. We are excited to announce that we have opened a new location in Longtown, and we are accepting new patients. McAlester Direct Primary Care at 6th and Carl Albert, or give us a call at 918-233-6522.
McAlester Buffaloes up by 12 on the scoreboard right now, 44-32, 1:29 remaining in the game. Rodney Washington has not sat for a second of this game. He's on the floor with Brandon Smith, Ty Moscato, Davian Pouncil, Caven Hill playing with 4 fouls. Bryce Rowland picked up his 4th foul in that foul of Rodney Washington not too long ago. So that is what we're looking at right now in terms of foul trouble. And inbound coming up for Breezy. Gets into the backcourt to Jonas Boyd. Again, they've got to hurry. They're down by 12 points with less than 90 seconds left. And Boyd slow walks it across the half-court line, now passes it far corner. Back to Boyd. Boyd looks left, looks back right, feeds it inside to Rowland. Rowland left elbow, back inside. Wide open, 2 is blown and rebounded by Brandon Smith. Wide open off the right block, and not being able to score was Joe Perales. A lob by Brandon is stolen by Breeziel. Breeziel feeds it to Boyd, who lost it, stolen by Smith. Got it back, made up for it. Rodney Washington on the drive. Rodney right past the man, right to the hoop. 46-32, and that just might be the dagger. 50 seconds left in the game. Lob left front court. Jonas Boyd feeds it through the arms of Roney. Saves it before it goes out of bounds far corner. Roney goes baseline, spin move in the paint. Lost it. Hill's on it. Hill's got the ball. It's Davian Pouncil that got the steal. Ahead to Smith. Smith to Washington. Washington giving it to Hill. Low post. 2's good. And McAlester is going to win this. 48-32 the score with 25 seconds left in the game.
And try and keep it at this margin so you can get your 15 points.
Throwing in. Tipped by Pouncil out of bounds. Very good catch, Nate, because again, a lot of teams have been able to beat in the games that they played against, the top half, have been able to win by 15+. You want to win this game by 15+ if you can. Davian Pouncil will check out and into the game, number 21, Andrew Cross.
I believe that's the first time he's checked in this season.
Second,
okay.
Got to play a little bit in the Sequoia Invitational, I think, against Sapulpa. Inbound, Bryce Rowland goes up for 2 and scores. It is 48-34. Glenpool will inbound. Clock continues to run. Inbound is taken by Rodney, 9 seconds. Throws to Hill. Hill towards the rack. Hill lost it on the way up. Can't gather it as he's out of bounds along the baseline. And that saves the 15 for Glenpool. He's flying in there with Chandler Roney. But our final 5 seconds of this one. One more shot here for Roney. Roney dribbles up to the right wing, takes the three. It is a three. It looked like his foot was on the line. Drills the three, and hopefully that three does not come back to hurt McAlester when you're looking at the end of the season in points minus. But that doesn't matter right now. If McAlester takes care of business, they'll be just fine. And they take care of business tonight, beating the Glenpool Warriors 48-37. So, ladies and gentlemen, Buffalo fans far and wide, grab that brush and paint that win column black and gold. The Buffaloes beat the Warriors tonight in Tulsa County by 11. We'll take a break and look at our post-game stats when we return on KNED.
This December, it's time to trade in and trade up at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. Trade in and drive home in a brand new Nissan with more tech, more comfort, and more holiday cheer. Whether it's a rugged Frontier, a family-ready Rogue, or a stylish Sentra, we'll help you trade in and trade up to something that makes every drive feel like Christmas morning. So trade in, trade up. Your sleigh just got an upgrade only at Fenton Nissan of McAlester. And don't forget to tell them Morgan sent ya.
Fenton Nissan is your best deal dealer. Shop us online now at fentonnissan.com.
Since 1952, W.E. Alford Propane has been your source for propane and petroleum products, both residential and commercial. W.E. Alford Propane serves eastern and southeastern Oklahoma, with locations in the Eufaula area, McAlester, Shakota, Wilburton, Hartshorn, and Muskogee, just to name a few. If you need propane or petroleum products, there's only one number to call, 918-423-3121. Call today. W.E. Alford Propane, serving the area for 70 years.
Game day is more than just sports. It's about community. That's why the Bank NA is proud to support our hometown team. Just like our athletes, we're rooted right here, working hard for every win. When you bank local with a Bank NA, your money stays local, fueling small businesses, helping families buy homes, and building a stronger community. So whether it's on the court, the field, or in your financial future, we're in this together. The Bank NA. Strong, secure, and ready to loan. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Stipe Law Firm, your first call when the unthinkable strikes for over 80 years. We focus on wrongful death, personal injury, truck and oil field accidents, insurance bad faith, probate, end-of-life preparation, and Social Security disability claims. We are here to advocate for you in all of your legal needs. We are a full-service law firm with over a century of experience representing Oklahomans across the state, professionally and discreetly. We win our cases in courtrooms, not on social media. Call today, 918-423-0421, or go online to stipelaw.com.
At Vigorous Power Sports, we ride what we sell, so we know what works. U-Force U10 XL Pro Highland, sealed cab with HVAC, ride sync, and a power dump box. Year-round ready C-Force 950 Sport, V-Twin Muscle Sport Suspension, carbs hard, land soft. C-Force 1000 Overland, top tier fit finish and firepower in a quad. Count on us for parts and service long after the sale. CF Moto, experience more. Vigorous Power Sports, 1904 South Main, 918-423-3306. Motorcycles and off-road vehicles can be dangerous to operate. Review all safety information before operating. Wear your safety gear. Never operate a CF Moto vehicle under the influence. Visit cfmotousa.com for complete training and safety guidelines.
Hey guys, it's Sam from Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula. With 2 locations to choose from, we have close to 200 vehicles on the ground and coming in. And with vehicles starting at $29.95, we have something for everyone. And if you need parts or service, we are loading up at both locations to serve you better. Plus, with our mobile service van and our pickup and delivery, we can help you with sales and service no matter where you are. So come see us at Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford in McAlester and Eufaula and let us make it happen for you.
Hello, I'm David with Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. Right now, eligible homeowners can take advantage of energy tax credits. And guess what? If you're a PSO customer, you can save even more. We'll help you find exactly what you qualify for. We turn 90-degree air into a 72-degree comfort oasis. So don't despair, call Freeze and Flare Heat and Air. We're licensed, bonded, and insured, mechanical license number 001-44485.
Let's suppose you had a traffic accident. What do you do next? Yes, calling 911 might be a good idea. You'll also want to call your insurance agent. You know all that. But who would you call for repairs? Making that decision in advance is always wise. Ask friends and acquaintances. The name Buck Wilson is sure to come up time and again. They have the expertise, the equipment, and use only the best replacement parts. Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, 103 East Oklahoma in McAlester.
The McAlester Buffaloes win tonight by a final score of 48-37, and it wasn't pretty at times, but hey, a win's a win's a win. And McAlester breaks that 3-game losing streak. They improved to 4-3 on the year, but more importantly, 3-1 in district play. What did I tell you? I said that during the Sequoia tournament, I said I will lose every tournament game that we play in the regular season if we win every district game. And so far, McAlester, 3 out of their 4 wins in district play. Let's look at our post-game stats brought to you by McAlester Auto Collision. They are who you want after the event. They'll make your vehicle look great again. Call 918-715-3173. Nate, take it away.
All right. Rodney Washington was your leading scorer tonight. He had 19 points on 7 of 14 shooting. He was 4 of 8 from the free throw line, had 7 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound, 6 defensive for a total of 7, along with a steal and 2 blocks. Davian Pouncil had 14 points tonight, also 7 of 14 from the field. He had 8 rebounds, 5 offensive, 3 defensive, 4 steals. Then Caven Hill, 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 3 rebounds, and a block. Brandon Smith had 4 points tonight, 7 rebounds, 4 steals. Ty Moscato, 3 points, 2 rebounds, and a steal. Jacoby Boyd, 1 point, 3 rebounds. Then Johnny Facio had a rebound and a steal. Case Patton had a steal. And that will do it for individual scoring. We'll move on to team stats real quick because I feel like we're going to try and get out of here pretty quick.
Yeah, the gym is emptied pretty fast.
McAlester, 41% from the field. Glenpool, 37%. McAlester took 6 more shots. McAlester just 11% from three-point range, 2 of 18. Glenpool 4 of 13 for 31%. McAlester 6 of 12 from the free throw line. Glenpool 1 of 6. McAlester vastly out-rebounded Glenpool. That was 31-19 in total rebounds. McAlester forced 23 Glenpool turnovers to Glenpool forcing 16 McAlester turnovers. McAlester had 3 blocks, Glenpool 2.
So what this game tells me is that McAlester left a lot of points up on the board.
100%.
If you look at just the stats itself, McAlester probably should have won that game by a lot more. But like we said, it wasn't pretty at times. But again, you're going to take your wins. McAlester wins that one by 11. They nearly get their full 15 points against right now the 6th team in 5A4. So you're going to, especially when you can do it in hostile territory, you're going to take it. Not playing in the friendly confines of your own gym. McAlester can use this tape and get better off of it,
yes.
Obviously. I still think they're just leaving points open with some tough shots, expecting fouls inside the paint. So I think that if they can figure out how to score down low and inside the paint, because they're getting a lot of shots. I'd say a majority of their shots are coming from inside the paint.
Right.
If they can up that percentage from inside the paint, I think they're going to be just fine. But, again, you didn't play your best and you still won by 11.
Yeah.
That's a really good thing to take away from this game. And, they'll have to try to turn it around quickly. It's a short turnaround as McAlester plays Pryor tomorrow night. McAlester boys won both games last year against the Tigers, while the McAlester Lady Buffaloes lost both of them. So McAlester trying to keep it going. Lady Buffaloes trying to avenge those losses. But we are going to try to hit the road, get ready for the next game. So, Nate, can you thank our sponsors one final time? And as they're shutting the lights off on us here, we're going to wrap it all up.
I'd like to thank Sam Wampler's Freedom Ford, Freeze and Flare Heat and Air, Buck Wilson Frame and Body Shop, McAlester Direct Primary Care, Fenton Nissan McAlester, W.E. Alford Propane, The Bank N.A., Stipe Law Firm, and Vickers Power Sports.
Wasn't the first time that we've kind of
no. I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, we've had the lights turned off on us a few times, so we're trying to wrap this up as quickly as possible here. Let's give a big thank you to our board operator, Austin Wheat, and thank you, the listener, for spending your Thursday night with us. One final time from the Glenpool Sports Arena in Glenpool, Oklahoma. The girls lost their game, but the boys avenged that loss with a 48-37 win. Until tomorrow, and McAlester basketball wraps up the 2025 athletic year with a home game against Pryor. On behalf of Nate Brown and myself, this is Brandon Green saying, Buffaloes win. And don't just have a great night. Have a Buffalo night, everybody. Night-night, Harper.